sun is beating down on the asphalt plains. 40,000 horses pulling on the reins. I can feel the rumble in the hollow of my chest. Today we put the metal and the spirit to the test. Mechanics in the pit with the grease on their hands. A sea of colors rising in the crowded stands. A green flag drops and the world goes blurred. The loudest thunder that you ever have heard. It's a high-speed chase for a crown of gold. Stories of the legends that have yet to be told. Banked on the edge where the rubber meets the bone. Fighting for the lead and the glory alone. Left turn, living at 200 per hour. Chasing down the dream and the engine power. Chasing down the dream and the engine power. Drafting on the bumper of the number 3. Looking for a gap that the others can't see. Paint color swapping on the back stretch run. Getting real hot underneath the southern sun. My vision is a tunnel and my heart is a drum. Waiting for the moment when the openings come. I'm white knuckle tied on the carbon fiber wheel. Guided by the spirit and the strength of the steel. It's a high-speed chase for a crown of gold. Stories of the legends that have yet to be told. Banked on the edge where the rubber meets the bone. Fighting for the lead and the glory alone. Left turn, living at 200 per hour. Chasing down the dream and the engine power. Chasing down the dream and the engine power. Three wide through the tri-oval floor. Can't hear the radio above the roar. The checkered flag is waiting in the hazy heat. Decided by an inch or a fraction of a beat. It's a high-speed chase for a crown of gold. Stories of the legends that have yet to be told. Banks on the edge where the rubber meets the bone. Fighting for the lead and the glory alone. Left turn, living at 200 per hour. Chasing down the dream and the engine power. Burn the tires down till the smoke fills the sky. Underneath the lights where the champions fly. Yeah, we're rolling home. Yeah, we're rolling home. Thunder at the turn.
What's up, everybody? What's up, Valhalla? Sports Talk is on the air. The AdventHealth 400 from Kansas Speedway and Valhalla Sports Talk is here for all the action. What's up, everybody? What is up? Let me do some shout outs to the early arrivals. Lou Man in the house. Shelby Minnick is up in here. Paul Greenwell, new foe in the house. Honestly, I'm grateful for this channel's content. I've had the pleasure to meet all of you amazing people that choose to follow and share. Thank you so much, Shelby. We made the food for the hummingbird feeders, Shelby. I'm going to hang them right after the stream. So looking forward to that. Now, it's going to take a while for the hummingbirds to trust me, chat. It's going to take a while because those feeders have been out there empty for months. And so I don't know. It usually takes about 2 weeks, 1 or 2 weeks for them to find us. And then after that, all hell breaks loose. But I ordered some Crown Royal bags today to put on the bottom of them at night so that the bats can't get to the juice. And looking forward to it. Sheila in the house. Paul Greenwell. Where's our list of drivers? Got to find my list. Baseball. There's my list. There's my list, y'all. Yeah, a little NASCAR racing. Apparently 267 laps around Kansas Speedway. Tyler Reddick, Denny Hamlin on the pole. 3 Toyotas up front. I did not pick drivers on DraftKings today. I did not. Screwed it up. So woke up this morning and cleaned the pool filter. That's about an hour. Takes about an hour to clean that damn thing. And hopefully this week, with the help of the pool company, we'll get the pool going. The rose bushes are on the agenda this week. The rose bushes go down starting tomorrow, or get cut back, way back, starting tomorrow. They're in full bloom right now, so full bloom on the big rose bushes. So that means, I'm gonna have to do them one beat at a time. Stream the race, just don't show commercials, says Brody. Hey, I got an idea, Brody. If you don't like what you see here, don't be here. How about that, Brody? How about that, Brody? Don't put me in a bad mood, you little pissant. Don't put me in a bad mood. Oh, did I turn on betting? I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Hard nose in the house. Hard nose up in here. 27 in the house. So Kansas is one of those mile and a halfers, y'all. Who's this? Who is this here? Top Hiss the Best donates 20, a $20 Valhalla. Love your stream. F the haters. Amen, brother. Amen, brother. Thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you so much for the $20 Valhalla. 54, Ty Gibbs for Shelby. Where's old Hosevar at, I wonder? Hosevar starting 6th. Could this be the day? I'm going to be so pissed if I didn't bet him. You know what? Let me get in here. Let me get in here because I'm going to be so pissed if I don't win money when he wins. Here we go. Let me get this in here. Let me jump in here, y'all. Get me some drivers. Download the plugin. Oh, shit. All right, I agree. Hey, 3 baseballs for Greenwell. Good day, Val. Did you catch Quapple's barrel roll yesterday? I did, D-Rock. I did. 30 skate and donate. 3B. What you talking about? All right, Transat installation was complete. Finish. All right. So we want to go to the sports book. NASCAR. All right, there's Hocevar plus 1,200. How does a guy who's never won a race get plus 500 or plus 1,200 odds? That's some bullshit. That's some bull pucky, y'all. All right, everybody doubting Kyle Busch. Does he have it in him? Does he have it in him, chat? Yeah, you know what? That's a waste. That's a waste right there. I just don't think Zilich is ready for prime time. You know what? I'll put 5 on Logano. And that's all I'm going to do today. That's all I'm going to do. Hocevar, and yeah, so let's go with that. We'll shut that shit down. Betting is open. Use your Valhalla Sports Talk points. They're like points, but with a V to bet the winner of the race. Bet between 10 and the manufacturer of the race. Bet between 10 and 10,000. You too could be Voight rich at the end of the day. Larson's my pick today. Val, what matters is where they finish. Facts. Bush is a bit of a has-been. There is some drama in NASCAR land today. Apparently, Kyle Busch got very upset with Hamlin for what he said on his podcast. Got a little bit upset there, y'all. This is the only stream I'm doing today, y'all. Dodgers, I think, might be playing right now. All right, here we go. National anthem, y'all. National anthem. Invocation first and then the anthem. All right, now the national anthem, y'all. Looks like a beautiful day in Kansas. Overcast and windy here today. Very windy. I had a flyover by the A10s, 4 of them. General Thor joins me for a little butt rub. A little butt rub for General Thor. And they're going to go to a commercial. And when they come back, chat, we'll rate the start your engines on a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being best. I'll bring you the bubbles when they get up, y'all. When them bubbles show up, we'll put them up. So I'm up there in the search, at least on my end. I'm up there. Hair. Sean Moody in the house. Cho later in the house. How's it going, Val? It's going good, Mark. How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Guest? Yeah, when you give Thor butt rubs, y'all, you get hair all over. I'm covered in it. Just put it right there, baby, because that's where it's going. It's going out front. Thank you, sweetie. All right, we found a hook for the feeder. I'm great. Thanks, says Mark. Good to hear, brother. Good to hear, brother. Are we about to get it going, y'all? Let me come out of the TV channel, and then I'll go back in. Get you the most recent motorcycle racing on Channel 4. We got some dirt bike racing. Hamlin and Busch are not idiots. They are outspoken and have skills to back it up. Silly WrestleMania weekend. Thankfully, today's last night, says Sean Moody. Anybody into that stuff? I saw some of the highlights or whatever those are called last night. All right, track condition warm. Track condition warm. It's coming up, y'all. Them warm up laps. NASCAR over Dodgers. I've explained this about a million times, Mark, but yes, I'm doing NASCAR on Sundays throughout the Dodger season. NASCAR throughout the season, y'all. I need a little break. I mean, 160 games, y'all. It's boring. It's not fun for me. And if it ain't fun for me, I ain't going to do it. So this is my little respite every week, is to do the NASCAR race, the Cup side, and then we'll pick up the Dodgers right where we left off on Monday through Saturday. Obviously, I have the Dodger game up here so that I can keep track of what's going on, but that's how we doing it, y'all. I've explained it at least a million times. I mean, it'd be different if I just played the audio like a fucking moron. I could run it off another computer, but I'm not going to do that. I don't think that's fair to the viewer. Are we going to do a members only? Maybe we should. Jelly Roll elbowed Pat McAfee. I love NASCAR Sunday, says Sheila. A lot of Toyotas, true. A lot of Toyotas in that top 5. I love the NASCAR Cup Series, says Candace. I think a number of my regulars, especially some of my real regulars, love it. Love the NASCAR races. Theo among them, Shelby among them, Sheila among them. And I think they missed them when I stopped doing them. End of the world. Max was with his friends watching last night. Yeah, Max loves that shit. I'll be here for Sunday, says Mark Guest. All right, they putting up these window nets. I haven't heard a command to start engines yet. What's up, Thornelius, you old dog? What's up, buddy? It'd be this time next week, chat, that I do a stream where Thor is jumping in the swimming pool. It could be for his birthday. Thor's birthday coming up next weekend. The Spy Man is in the house. Absolutely missed them last year, says Shelby. All right, here we go. Here's the command to start engines. All right, it's some guy from AdventHealth and his kids. It's going to suck. 2.2. It sucked. 2.2. COO said they're just kids. Reddick versus Busher in fantasy. I'm getting tired of Dodgers games, honestly. I love NASCAR and Supercross and Monster. All right, so the engines are fired in Kansas and they go to a commercial. The old engines are fired, y'all. Again, I'll get them bubbles up as soon as they go active. General Thor is the best pool partner ever. I've raced against we're never wrong kind of drivers. They suck, says D-Rock. Let's go number 12, says Zach. Welcome to the stream, Zach. Push all the buttons, y'all. Push them all. Push all the buttons. The sub, the like, all them ones. Push them all.
Subscribe to Valhalla Sports Talk. Let's go! Hit the like on the video or stream. Yeah, hit that like button. Do it now!
Once the Dodgers get going, I don't know. I'll figure out what we're going to do. I miss you doing Kings and Lakers streams. Yeah, I don't know about all that. The Kings probably ain't going to happen. We'll see how they progress, you know. They get in the finals, I'll probably do them, but we're going to see, y'all. The Lakers, same thing. Let's see how they do. I don't get enough views to make it worth my while. But if I'm watching it anyway, you know, I'll probably do a stream or something. All is well from Brooksville, Florida. Go number 9, Chase Elliott, says Jeff Powell. Powell rooting for the number 9. Shelby, I might not have given you your 150,000 points from last week's win. I was just thinking of this, Shelby. Literally just thinking about it. Crazy. Reddick on the pole once again. Is he going to win this 5th race? He could. He damn sure could. A lot of different paint schemes today, Chad. A lot of guys driving schemes that don't look nothing like their normal one. Hey, they're rolling off pit road, chat. Did Joe Gibbs get into NASCAR? He just did, DB. He just did. Almost right after he finished coaching, he decided he was going to do this NASCAR thing. Anyone tried that Busch Light apple? I never have. DMC, have you? I don't even know how many points I have, says Shelby. You got plenty, girl. You got plenty. No cash value. All right, so then bubbles don't really go active until the race is going, y'all. So relax. I have to get busy when that comes up, though. But let's see. Let's go ahead and listen in on MRN, see how we're doing there.
Bottom of the Speedway, that's going to be things that are going to change over the course of 400 miles this afternoon as the track rubbers up and the sun continues to warm up this beautiful 1.5 mile facility. Covered all in turns 3 and 4 this afternoon.
Field coming out of turn number 4 right now to complete their first pace and parade lap. That
Yo,
allows us
rooting
the
for you,
opportunity
24.
to take a trip to pit road presented by Jack Link's Protein Snacks. Jack Link's Protein Snacks, the official protein snack of NASCAR, comes in original, peppered, teriyaki, and so many more flavors. All made.
Wonder if it'd be
with
smarter if I just turned off the
100%
audio
beef.
on
Grab
this.
your favorite from the snack aisle today. Steve Post.
Different voice, different leader on the
Yeah,
pit
let's do
box
that.
for the Wood Brothers car for Josh Berry. It is Matt Swiderski getting the crew chief duties. Miles Stanley, the team's crew
Brandon
chief
B.
for personal matters, not here. And Matt
Following a
Swiderski is
Busher
stepping
win
in. His
today,
nickname is
says
Squid,
Brandon.
and Squid, well, he's a former rocket scientist. No, really. He was with SpaceX
Testing, 1, 2, 3,
for about
testing.
8 months back in 2012. He was the load engineer of the dynamic group. Well, what that means is he worked on some of the most advanced rockets.
Busher in an
spacecraft
interesting
in the
car,
world.
17
Matt
Gold
climbed aboard the
Peak
pit box after 5
Ford.
seasons of Cup Series crew chiefing. He is a 3-time
A
winner
green
as the
car.
crew chief. 2 of those wins with AJ Allmendinger, 1 with Daniel Suarez, and he will be leading the effort. He has just moved over into the competition department this
Hope the
offseason
Hendricks
with the
are
Brothers,
strong
and he will be
today.
leading the effort here
Says
today.
Lee
So
Grover,
this is
and that
Squid,
they
Matt
win.
Swiderski back at the racetrack. Jason Toy.
You know, and it's not rocket science when it comes to pit stops here at this level. We talked so much this week about personnel changes affecting teams, but a lot of it goes on to the driver getting on and off pit road, especially here at the Kansas Speedway. And when we talked to
All right, we'll
drivers
scroll
yesterday,
through the starting
biggest
lineup
thing that they
chat
talked
real
about
quick.
is that transition coming from the progressive banking to the flat part of the racetrack. It will disrupt the race car so immensely that they got to maintain control throughout. We've seen even the best spin it or blow the commitment line. So if you want to have success on pit road here today, the crews have got to do their job, but the driver has to do his in getting on and off the pit lane the right way. And this place always seems to be a big challenge here at the Kansas Speedway for some of these drivers.
It does, and that's part of the charm, part of the characteristics of this track. The other one of those
When to
that
see the
will come into
48 top
play,
10.
the drivers will make a final pass through the pit lane to make sure their tachometers
Coach Gibbs been
are
in
set.
NASCAR since
Todd Gordon,
92.
the seams around the racetrack, specifically the seams in the pavement on the banking.
Yeah, that's one of those pieces. This
24
isn't
gonna
like
win?
As Dave Moody and Tim Catalfano talked about. It's not a radius of banking here, so there's different lanes of different. And as you
I'm going to go peek real quick and see if I can get the bubbles, but I don't think they make them active until the green flag.
There's a degree of change. And as close as we are with the rear shocks to being bottomed out, as you cross those seams, you can engage the shocks and kind of take grip away from the rear of the car. Something
So
that these
last
drivers
week
are gonna
we
be
had
aware of.
the
Green flag is next.
last week we had the actual view of the track. This time it doesn't look like it's going to work.
Dang, I forgot the wakeboard. How am I supposed to enjoy myself without my favorite water activity? I mean, sure, we could still go tubing and just relax on a floaty, but without the wakeboard, what's the point?
If a real problem comes along, boat's protected 24/7 with Progressive. So
Come on,
you
man.
can keep worrying about boater problems.
Turn off that commercial. There we go. So it looks like I don't have the view of the actual track today. Not yet, anyway. Check in. Race tracker. Yeah, we'll see how it comes up, y'all, but it's black and white today so far. No cars going around yet. No cars going around. That Busch Light car is pretty snazzy. The Busch Light Apple. 24 is my pick for the Cup champion, says D-Rock. Carmen Dawn Allen up in here. Carmen Dawn Allen in the house today. Wow, that wind really blowing today out there, y'all. That wind really blowing. Wonder if it's blowing in Kansas. It looks like it is. That flag standing straight out. Maybe Dorothy and Toto. And all them guys will show up. The Tin Man. The Cowardly Lion. The Scarecrow. Number 5 is my boy, though, says D-Rock. All right, so it'll be Reddick, Hamlin leading him to green. Gibbs, Larson, second row. Briscoe, Hocevar, third. Busher, Suarez, fifth row. Blaney, Wallace, row 5. Row 5.
Field has gotten the one to go signal. Matter of fact, we're halfway down the backstretch, coming to the green.
Lining up 2 by 2.
I don't remember him having a drag racing
where
team.
It needs to be for 400 miles of racing. Pole winner.
It sure seems like we're not being found in the search today, y'all.
Lane at the initial start of every.
It looks like we might be having some trouble.
Whether to go inside or out, Tyler Reddick will start on the bottom side of the racetrack as Denny Hamlin will flank him to the outside. Ty Gibbs will start third. Kyle Larson goes fourth. Chase Briscoe fifth. Carson Hocevar will start 6th, and Chris Buescher 7th. Daniel Suarez goes 8th.
Right, again, I'll get you the bubbles as soon as I can, y'all.
Will start in position number 10. Fans begin to rise to their feet. Pace car lights are out on that Toyota Camry XSE. It will make its way to the pit lane as we get set.
Maybe a battle between Hamlin and Larson.
And to call the start for the Motor Racing Network from Milford, Delaware. Here's Mike Bagley.
Here we go, chat.
267 laps, 400 miles await us this
Here we go. Good luck. Good luck to your driver.
Conditions. The first stage, 80 laps into green flag is up, and we are.
Wow, it's almost synced up perfect with the TV today.
Inside, Denny Hamlin outside, wheel to wheel for the lead in 1.
Both of them getting plenty of drafting help from the car behind them.
Right, let's give it a lap, and then I'll go find the bubbles.
Out with a thought about 3 wide. It drops him back 4 wide for third.
All that continues to happen as the top 2 run side by side for the lead. Tyler Reddick to the inside of Denny Hamlin on the approach to turn 3.
It drops him back 4 wide.
40 in the house. Share it out, y'all.
To happen as the top 2 run side by side for
Talk
the
about
lead.
some boring paint schemes up front, chat.
The approach to turn 3. They're still wheel to wheel for the lead, all 4.
Lap 1 is up for grabs.
It's like Hamlin's going to lead lap 1.
4 to the line, outside lane by half a car length.
They're still wheel to wheel for the lead, all 4.
Lap 1 is up for grabs, still side by side off turn number 4 to the line, outside lane by half a car length. Denny Hamlin leads the first circuit.
Denny Hamlin.
All right, here we go. Let me go find your bubbles.
Not done yet. He dumps into turn number 1. Slides under Denny Hamlin. New leader to the back straightaway. It's Tyler Reddick.
Reddick the leader, Hamlin the second. Chase Briscoe able to pass Kyle Larson for the 3rd spot, and here comes Carson Hocevar to the inside of Kyle Larson. That's the side-by-side race for 4.
Couple of Chevrolets racing wheel to wheel there. Carson Hocevar down low. Kyle Larson letting it fly on the outside. They continue in that wheel to wheel formation. Larson gets a huge shot of momentum across the start finish line.
Larson to the number 4 position. Hocevar now falls back into the clutches of Ty Gibbs. Gibbs will wrap the bottom of the racetrack, trying to take the short way into the top 5.
Gibbs trying to pass Carson Hocevar on the inside, could not get the job done. Hocevar will slide into the pit spot. Now he remounts a challenge. It goes back after Kyle Larson for 4.
Tries to slide up the bow of that red, white, and blue Chevrolet of Larson. Hocevar puts the block on. Give position number 4 to Hocevar. Larson goes 5th, side by side for 6th.
Here comes Ty Gibbs. He's got the outside of the racetrack right now. Down low, the challenge is on. It is Ryan Blaney looking to the inside.
Further up, battle for the lead. Titans as they hit the back straightaway. Denny Hamlin moves around Tyler Reddick and grabs the lead in turn 3. Hamlin takes his Toyota to the bottom. Reddick goes up top.
Denny Hamlin using the bottom lane of the racetrack will take the lead. Tyler Reddick 2nd, Chase Briscoe 3rd. It is a Joe Gibbs Racing and 23 Racing breakaway. Battle for the lead's not done yet.
Tyler Reddick is back on the attack. He dives again down to the low side.
Not having luck finding my sources, y'all.
But Denny's got a big run off the top.
And Hamlin will, as a result, pull away by about 2 or 3 car lengths in the lead over Tyler Reddick. Now Chase Briscoe wants to join this battle. He looks to the inside of Reddick. Reddick for second and 4.
Briscoe, the lowest of the top three on the racetrack, exiting turn number 4. Lets it drift right back up on the back bumper of the second place car. Tyler Reddick back to turn 1.
Reddick running very different lines at each end of the racetrack, although this time he's going to be midway up the banking, where before he had Hungary bottom. Tyler Reddick hanging on to the 2 spot.
Briscoe runs in the 3rd spot behind to join this battle. He looks to the inside of Reddick for second and 4.
Briscoe, the lowest of the top three on the racetrack, exiting turn number 4. Lets it drift right back up on the back bumper of the second place car. Tyler Reddick back to turn 1.
Reddick running very different lines at each end of the racetrack, although this time he's going to be midway up the banking, where before he had Hungary bottom. Tyler Reddick hanging on to the 2 spot.
Briscoe runs in the 3rd spot behind Tyler Reddick. Then it's about 7 car lengths back to pick up Carson Hocevar in 4th. Kyle Larson runs 5th. Gibbs is 6th. Cindric, Priest, and Bubba Wallace behind them.
Everybody has settled down at about the front 10 positions or so, looking further back. One car darting out of line, coming off the corner. That's Chris Buescher. He's given William Byron the good look. Matter of fact, he took a look to the inside for just a moment, couldn't get it done in this ongoing battle for 10th.
A lot of folks in the garage this morning thought that Christopher Bell was going to be a pretty strong candidate. He's outside the top 10 right now, but working hard to move forward.
All that traffic races down the back straightaway here at Kansas Speedway and sets up for turns 3 and 4 as that continues to drive in variety of lines.
Front 3 begin to give themselves some space further back. Here's Bubba Wallace to the inside of Ryan Priest. They're side by side in the top 10.
Wallace on the inside, Priest on the side. Bubba goes down below the white line on entry into turn number 1. Priest keeps it wound up in the high groove.
Wheel to wheel for this position outside of the top 5. Ryan Priest has the advantage by about a half a car length over Bubba Wallace. Wallace, though, dials up the low lane and goes back after him in turn 3.
So as they come to the line to complete lap 8, Toyota's running 1, 2, 3, 6th and 9th in the top 10. You got some Chevrolet as well with Carson Hocevar 4th and 5th with Larson. Then you've got a couple of Fords with Ryan Blaney and Ryan Priest. Matter of fact, that Blaney and Priest battle is for the 7th spot off turn 2.
Here they come out of turn number 2. Ryan Blaney and the other driver mixing with that position, headed back to the corner.
It's Blaney that has the position. Bubba Wallace behind him will clear Ryan Priest and take over position number 8. Priest will fall back to 9th. Then it's William Byron 10th. Chris Buescher's bright green Ford is right there in 11th.
Ryan Priest has forfeited a couple of spots in the last 2 or 3 laps. First to Ryan Blaney, then to Bubba Wallace. The trouble's not over yet. William Byron closing in.
William Byron
looks like I'm
closing
not going to
in
be
on
found in the
Ryan
search
Priest.
anyway, so it ain't going to make a
William
bit of
Byron,
difference.
about 2 car lengths behind him, is the aforementioned Buescher. All that
It ain't going to make a bit
back
of
to turn
difference.
4.
Off the corner they come, back to the line, up front. We've been talking about the battles between, 7th, 8th, maybe 10th and 12th. But one driver that, Dave, is on the move, Denny Hamlin, has checked out already.
Yeah, Elvis has left the building here in the early going, no doubt about it. Denny Hamlin has opened up probably a 18 to 20 car length lead over second place Tyler Reddick.
And it's the same distance from the second place driver of Tyler Reddick to the third place machine of Chase Briscoe. Those top 3 cars running right up against the safer barrier.
11 laps into the AdventHealth 400, and Denny Hamlin shows the way.
Now that Wendy's has these new biggie deals, everyone in the family...
All right, so they go to a commercial, and I still ain't got my shit together. Y'all. It don't look like it's going to matter, though, based on these view counts so far. It don't look like it's going to make a hill of beans, chat. Hill of beans. I'll just be little Valhalla today, y'all. Let's move it over here. Let's move me over here. That way our lap counter can be bigger. You know what I mean? How we looking there? Okay, there we go. Let's lock that, grab me. me over here. Don't have the big streaming lights on today. Oh. Oopsie daisy. Lap counter. Now that looks pretty. And we ain't even under green. My God. My first day.
Middle of the nose, smack in the middle of the air intake for both the engine and the brakes.
For more on that scenario, here's Jason Toy.
Just radio back and forth. Tad Boyd, his crew chief, looking at it through the binoculars. The teammate, the green down here.
All right, we going, y'all.
It's on the bottom part of the splitter, towards the bottom part of the grill. The only thing they're real concerned right now is about that getting inside the ductwork. So they're going to try to see if they can get up close to put the air between the rear end of the race car and the front end of his car to try to get that thing to go away. They just don't want it to slide up into the ductwork.
So all eyes are on the nose of the 20 car of Christopher Bell right now. So you've got debris on the nose, Todd. Doesn't look like it's all that intrusive. What's the level of concern in your opinion right now?
Well, these cars aren't restricted by the grill intake for cooling purposes. I actually watched when he got up against the wall into turn one last lap. I saw that bag kind of release itself up in the fence. They got it gone. But the restriction for the cooling is a plate behind the radiator. So in cases, as Jason Toy talked about, you're not worried about whether it's going to overheat the car. You worry about that bag coming up and getting sucked up into the intake and plugging some of the air filter. Obviously, we saw that fly away.
Denny Hamlin shows the way. Reddick is second. Briscoe third. That battle, Dave, is for the number 4 spot.
Carson Hocevar and Kyle Larson are cultivating an up-close and personal friendship here. They've not been more than a car length or two apart all afternoon long. For the moment, the advantage belongs to Hocevar.
Both Hocevar and Larson hit the back straightaway right now, racing to turn number 3, still separated by about 2 car lengths. Larson runs a little bit lower into the corner, but follows Hocevar back off 4.
One battle that's tightening up just outside of the top 10 is the race for the 11th position, and it involves teammates. We're speaking of Will Byron and Chase Elliott. Chase has been giving him the good look the last couple of laps, and here he comes. Bottom of the racetrack.
Right, so Hamlin, Reddick, Briscoe, your top 3. Hamlin's lead over Reddick, 1.524.
Running on entry, about a groove off the safer barrier. Now slides up, but he won't be able to hold off Elliott.
Elliott will now take that position away from William Byron. Byron will try to answer as they reach turn number 3. Elliott, though, will hold his line right up against the safer barrier.
I'm going back to work tomorrow after 2 weeks away.
Larson is on the prowl, side by
The
side
60-car
with
paint
Hocevar.
scheme is not die-cast collectible. We're in a yuck. There's a lot of bad ones this week, DMC. I think there's a lot of bad ones.
Hocevar crosses over, looks to the inside.
Look at Hocevar, Carmen, up to 4th.
Hocevar drops back off of the back bumper of Kyle Larson and trails Larson now by 2 car lengths as they race to 3.
Kyle Larson now working his way up off the corner, has just taken that 4th spot away from Carson Hocevar. We have completed 22 laps.
22 laps in, y'all. 23
Todd, how about a
of
stage
80 on the
refresher?
TV.
80 laps in duration. When are we looking maybe for pit stops? What's your observation so far of how to play this out strategically here?
So the logical way is 80 laps is to split that in half and pit on lap 40. That way you eliminate the slower laps going past 40 laps on tires on both the first and second. That would be a split you want to do. But really, as I look at this, I expect pit road to start getting busy, maybe 33, 32. We'll see where that starts.
Not that impressed with it either,
That
DM.
Because you have an advantage. When you put sticker tires on, you're going to be 2+ seconds faster than the cars that haven't pitted yet. That gives you an advantage to get gone and away from them before they come.
But what would the flip side of that coin be, the disadvantage of pitting that early?
Well, when you come that early, then you've got to go 48 laps. So you're going to have those last 8 laps that are much slower than what you were doing even at 32. So you're going to pay a penalty in lap time later, but that track position sometimes is definitely worth getting that. One of the pieces I'm seeing out of the lines that are moving around this racetrack, Corey Heim is really impressive that he has been committed to
Shout out to the 80 in the house, y'all. Share this out. Hit the like, all that good stuff.
The migration of the lines up the racetrack, but Corey Heim still committed to trying to get to the bottom, make passes.
He has gained 8 positions since the flying of the green flag in the last 24 laps. Of course, he's driving a 2311 Toyota this weekend. This is the second of his 12 starts in 2026 for 2311.
And there's been a lot of talk about Corey Heim and his schedule or lack thereof this year, but he's the one that said
not be that many yellows today. Pit stops will be important. True,
trying to make the best of it. Here he is up off turn number 4, going to the inside right now of the Daniel Suarez car. And Dave, that tennis ball green Toyota heads to turn 1.
Doing a pretty solid job here in the early going, running bottom.
Hamlin's lead over Reddick continues to be 1.62 seconds.
Watching Corey Heim exit turn number 2 and race down the back straightaway. The next car for position for Corey Heim would be Riley Herbst. Herbst is about 15 car lengths in front of him.
Corey Heim up to position number 15, some 16.8 seconds behind race leader Denny Hamlin at lap 26.
Appreciate the 84. Up in here, up in here. Appreciate it, y'all. All right, I paused that during the commercials, y'all, because you run the risk of having copywritten music play. But 27 of 80, Hamlin, Reddick, Briscoe, Larson, Gibbs is your top 5. As I just mentioned, Reddick's about a second and a half behind Hamlin. Briscoe's 5.5. So it's really just a 2-car race at this point with 240 to go from Kansas. It's the AdventHealth 400 from Kansas Speedway, excuse me. I think they've changed that name a number of times. We're 15 minutes into this thing, 3 lead changes, no caution laps. No caution laps.
10-1 Monopoly map. Election day is April 21st. Vote. Paid for by Virginians.
Thought I had subscribed already weeks ago. Just did it. Appreciate it. Appreciated DMC. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Berserkers. Welcome to the Berserkers, baby.
Third, Briscoe falls to 4th, and Ty Gibbs has just gotten around Carson Hocevar for 5th. From Kansas Speedway, this is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
Had another commercial on that end. Hamlin's lengthening the lead now over Reddick. It's 1.78, so almost a full 2 seconds. So Hamlin footloose and fancy free at this point. What else we got up here we can pass on to y'all? Let's scroll through while we're in the commercial here. Let's scroll through the current running order on my right, your left. AI Valhalla's right, your left. See where your favorite driver is slating in. SVG 20th. Austin Dillon 22nd. Kyle Busch. Come on, Kyle. Get up there, bro. Get up there. Joey Logano 25th. So it looks like a Toyota party, ain't it? Yeah, definitely a Toyota party up front. Definitely. It was 68 degrees on Friday. Then yesterday it was 18 and snowing. Today it's windy and 24. I'll be napping soon as this keeps up. These 1.5 miles, man, you never know what you're going to get.
Where your work
You never know what you're going to get at these 1.5 mile tracks.
Health, where you're supported in step. Apply today at joinadventhealth.com.
32 laps go on the board. It gives us 48 remaining here in the stage. Race leader Denny Hamlin starting to encounter lap traffic in turn 1.
I'm jealous, by the way, on the nap thing. I could definitely use a nap. Out there cleaning pool filters at 7 o'clock in the morning ain't exactly my idea of a good time.
This very easily, variety of different lines. He passed Zane Smith, the lapper go on the bottom. This time in turn 3, he runs the middle groove.
Cody Ware has gone a lap down. Connor Zilic, John Hunter Nemechek, Cole Custer,
Yeah,
and Zane
plans
Smith
on hold.
have all gone a lap
So
in
what
rear.
series
Scott
did you
Gordon
race
said
in,
the early
D-Rock?
pit window could open at around lap 32, and indeed that is the case. T-Post.
Ryan Priest, Derek Finley, the crew chief, Ryan Priest, the driver, making the call, and they have got everyone's attention.
Yeah, Hammond's lead now a full 2 seconds. We got people on pit road.
Legacy Motor Club, their duo drivers make their way down the pit lane. 4 tires, Sunoco fuel, trying to loosen some things up. Folks ropes are getting tight. Austin Cindric is also in. Brings it in for Penske. Right side tires go on, so Sunoco fuel goes in. See post.
All right, 30 minutes from the Dodgers' first pitch.
Into the attention of the crews down here as those cars in. Austin Dillon, the next car to hit the sequence as we continue with cars pitting here on lap number 34.
All right, we finally hit 1,000 views. Should be fun to watch C. Bell run up through the field today.
Great start. They're going to take advantage of the pit stop.
Says DMC Putts.
They'll swing around to the left side. Lightning fast pit stop for Chris Buescher.
More cars begin to peel off the race
17 rolling off. Cindric,
pit lane, 45 miles
Dillon,
per hour.
Busch,
Josh
Buescher, Barry,
is
all
one
on
of
pit
those
road.
drivers. Here comes Zane Smith, Connor Zilich, and last week's winner, Ty Gibbs. And that blue and yellow Toyota makes his way down the pit lane as well. Back to Steve Post we go.
And Ty Gibbs reports that he needs the car to rotate through the corner just a little bit better, and he needs a little bit better drive off from turn number 2. Zep colors on the car, as you described, the yellow and the blue. Here he is, crew around to the right side. This crew was very, very solid last week at Bristol, and they look like they've got a dandy here as well. Connor Zilich is in.
14 yesterday, foot of snow the other day. That's crazy, y'all. Your weather is nuts.
Jr. is also in. 4 tires, Sunoco fuel is Kyle.
All right, Smith, Zilich, Gibbs, and Larson on pit road.
HendrickCars.com Chevy in, the crew around to the right side of that automobile. Kyle happy with the
Kyle Busch just a shell of his former self. I think it's the car, man. I think it's the car.
Pit stop right now as they roll that car down. These pit stops continuing here.
I don't think RCR is putting good stuff underneath him, bro.
Tyler Reddick, second place driver, pulls off the racetrack. He comes to pit road. Noah Gregson as well comes to pit road. These
late mods, nice.
37, awaiting Denny
nice.
Hamlin's trip down pit road. Back to Steve Post.
And Tyler Reddick has the very first pit.
So Hamlin's lead now is almost 7 seconds over second place Briscoe.
Billy Scott making the call to bring him in at this point. Around to the left side now they go. Sunoco Racing Fuel is plugged into the side of the car. Goodyear tires off. Goodyear tires on. Tyler Reddick is down and away with his pit service here on lap number 37 as well. Denny Hamlin making his way in. Denny really happy with the speed of his race car. Chris Gale, the crew chief on this car.
Late mods. Nice.
Right now,
Andrew in the house. What's up, Andrew?
White with maroon and blue trim on the car. Gonna be a minor.
My buddy Andrew is in the chat, y'all. Hey, Hocevar in first for a moment now. Carmen, Hocevar in first. Let's go. Uh-oh, the 16 is backwards on pit road.
Coming right there from Austin Cindric as Cindric tried to pull out. It was Blaney actually making contact as Blaney spins A.J. Allmendinger around. Chase Elliott is also in on pit road. 4 tires.
Irwindale. Nice, nice.
Things up. Also Chase Briscoe wrapping up. We're going to check what kind of damage that Ryan Blaney might have gotten.
I was born in Adventist Hospital, Southeast Portland. Says DC. What's up, DC?
Alex, he right now is straddling
What's
the
up, buddy?
of his and his teammates. Ty
SVG coming to pit road, or Hocevar coming to pit road.
They're starting work on the car, but the car is outside the box. What an opening pit stop disaster for A.J. Allmendinger.
Yeah, it is. And by rule, on a normal point into the box, the back of the car can be over the back line, but the tires can't be over the back line.
I guess it's just some weeks you don't have the actual view of the track type thing. Maybe they don't have it every week.
That's one that's a different look. Yeah, definitely. The back of the box, you've got to have the wheels inside of it. I guess because he's spinning backwards, the splitter can actually be over that line as long as he's not over the front line of the...
Woohoo, baby demon.
Ryan Blaney coming off turn number 4 right now. Hard to tell if there's much damage on that Ryan Blaney car. That's not the start that Ryan Blaney wanted to his race today. He did.
All right, we're halfway through stage 1, chat. Halfway through.
How much damage, if any, did Ryan Blaney sustain in that tangle on the pit lane?
Yeah, that is something Blaney's going to have to try to diagnose as a driver. Is the car handling differently? Do you feel an aero difference in the race car as Blaney and
it's a good stretch this spring. I hope everybody is thriving like I've been since DC. Good to hear, buddy. Keith Inman in the house.
At least on lap 32 to where lap number 41. So third place running Cole Custer, the only
went to
driver
high
yet
school
to make
next
a pit
door to that
stop.
hospital in
Denny
64.
Hamlin has reassumed the race lead. Kyle Larson second. Custer is third.
Small world, chat. Small world.
Rest of the top
All right, so Hamlin cycles back to the lead.
Chris Buescher sixth.
His lead over Larson is 1.799.
We'll reset the running order for you in more detail in a moment. Denny Hamlin continues to lead lap 42.
What's up, Dizzy Donut?
Our first cycle of green flag pit stops.
What's up, Dizzy?
This is NASCAR driver Austin Dillon.
All right, let's pause that during the commercial. Paul Greenwell still up in here. 103 in the house. Smash all them buttons, y'all. Hit them all.
Subscribe to Valhalla Sports Talk. Let's go. Hit the like on the video or stream. Yeah, hit that like button. Do it now.
Dizzy Donut, a member, y'all. I think Dizzy does videos on the TikTok or something. I think he does. This is Dizzy Donut coming at you with another.
Price of the $45 straight talk plan from
Uh-oh. My dashboard just crashed. Theo Samuel in the house. Theo Samuel up in here.
This is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
Alpity. Hamlin's lead 1.767 to Larson. Reddick in third. Ty Gibbs fourth. Chris Buescher fifth. Bubba Wallace sixth. Chase Briscoe. Then William Byron and Christopher Bell. Where's Theo's guy at? Ryan Blaney in 12th. Ryan Blaney in 12th, chat. I think I screwed up my alignment. I think I screwed it up.
Zilich trying advantage up high, puts the squeeze on Eric Almirola. Connor Zilich.
We're fighting to keep 100 in here, y'all. We're fighting hard. We're fighting hard to keep 100 in here. Larson's kind of hanging with him now, but still 1.767 back.
Races on the Motor Racing Network.
This is Ross Chastain. You're tuned in to NASCAR Cup Series on the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
Palito Papito. It hurts real bad, and it didn't help that I cleaned the pool filter this morning.
Kansas Speedway, 33 laps to go in the opening stage of the AdventHealth 400. We've just
was up at the
completed
crack of dawn.
of green flag pit stops.
Hocevar had a lousy pit stop.
To the top of the leaderboard. Matter of fact, let's run you down the standings. Let you know where your favorite driver's running.
Hamlin to defeat
leads.
Blaney. 1K special.
He's
Bubba top 10.
By 1.8 seconds. You got Tyler Reddick now in third.
Drip Show up in here. What's up, Drip?
Bubba Wallace is sixth. Chase
What's up, Drip?
William Byron is 8th, Christopher Bell's 9th, and Chase Elliott is up to 10th.
Ryan Preece is 11th. Ryan Blaney is 12th. We'll follow up in his pit with Jason here in just a moment. You got Austin Cindric 13th. 14th is Brad Keselowski. Riley Herbst is 15th. Corey Heim 16th. Carson Hocevar is 17th. Daniel Suarez 18th. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is 19th.
All right, 30 to go. 30 to go, chat, in stage 1.
Second, Alex Bowman is 23rd with Josh Berry 24th. Joey Logano is up to 25th. Kyle Busch is 26th.
Do we have a good time at DQ? Yes. Yes, we went. We got. I got the. I don't know. It was some cheesecake blizzard. I got a small. And that's plenty now. Apparently. I got a small, and the COO made a sundae. She got vanilla ice cream, chocolate, strawberry, and pineapple. And she said she loved it, but she would not do pineapple again. And General Thor got a pup cup, Theo. General Thor got him a pup cup. He was very excited. He went with us to the Dairy Queen. Bob Phipps in the house. little squirrely for the 35 of Herbst.
Steering is perfect with what Ryan said, so everything seems to be okay.
Ryan Blaney, 12th on the leaderboard right now. And as Alex mentioned, A.J. Allmendinger is the last car on the rundown, 37th. And he's
The last time they gave for his Pup Cup, they gave him whipped cream. This time they gave him vanilla ice cream.
Green flag laps.
They gave him actually a little scoop of vanilla.
Our Team Penske Ford Mustangs. Austin Cindric is 19 positions. That's passing cars on the track.
His old head sticking out the window.
Is up to 13th.
When the lady handed it to us.
Started at the back of the field after having a power steering issue and unapproved adjustments. Logano has gained 12 positions, and Joey Logano's.
Yeah, how you doing today, Bobby? What's on the plan? What's on the agenda?
Rundown, Alex. You look at the drivers that are at the top of the leaderboard, and there's no surprises so far. We talked about Denny Hamlin and his successes. Kyle Larson, Tyler
Hamlin's lead almost 3 seconds now over Larson. He's just checking out.
Now, with others that have had Kansas success in Bubba Wallace. He is 6th right now. And then you get down into Chase Briscoe, William Byron, and others. Basically, a textbook beginning to this AdventHealth 400.
Yeah, and all those
Always wanted a pit crew, but I have bad
something
knees, says it D-Rock.
jumps off the page when you start looking at the numbers for NASCAR Cup Series racing here at Kansas Speedway. You got to be a veteran if you want to win here. There's never been a first-time career
Pouring some
Cup
beers,
Series
is
winner
Dizzy
and have it
Donut.
take place at this racetrack.
Get your beer on, Dizzy
27
Donut.
Cup races here have been won by a driver that's had
So we had a ball
100
going
or more
along.
career starts.
Yeah, he was funny, dude. They all come to the window to look at him when we take him. All the workers at the DQ come to the drive-through window. Trying not to OD on breakfast tacos, black coffee. There you go, DC.
The field rumbles around this track after a cycle of green flag pit stops. Everybody is spread out all the way around this 1.5 mile racetrack. There's good racing going all over the place. Brad Keselowski right now, he's under attack.
Let's
in turn one
see.
from Corey Heim.
PBR, Old Forester, Knob Creek, and Yukon Jack, Simple Bar Day. There you go, Bobby. Get your Simple Bar Day on.
He's also been very aggressive trying to slice his way through traffic. Here's Heim and his
Dodgers are going to have first pitch in about 20 minutes, chat.
Handful of laps back. Tim talks about Corey Heim being aggressive. He and his teammate Riley Herbst basically didn't necessarily get together, but Corey took Riley way up the track to the safer barrier, and Riley had to check up or else he was going into that safer barrier. Riley's lost a lot of ground on the racetrack, but Corey Heim continues his march forward here as we are in the early stages of the AdventHealth 400. 23 laps to go in the opening stage, and Denny Hamlin has led 52 of the 57 laps that we have completed. Carson Hocevar has led 3. Tyler Reddick has led 2. But surprise, surprise, it's all been in the hands of Denny Hamlin so far to this point.
So Denny Hamlin has the field in
We're going to put himself in a spot to win today.
Second lead right now over Kyle Larson with 23 to go here in this opening stage.
All right, we go to a commercial, chat. We go to a commercial. Hamlin's lead is 2.8 over Larson, 4.9 over Reddick. We're approaching 20 laps to go in stage 1. We're on lap 60 of 267 in the race. 32 minutes into this bad boy with 5 lead changes, most of them during green flag pit stops. And that's where we be, y'all. That's where we be. Hamlin dominating thus far at Kansas, the AdventHealth 400, Kansas Speedway, and Valhalla Sports Talk is here for all the action. Make sure to hit that like, all the buttons, y'all. Hit them all, the sub, the like, the notification bell. I plan to try to do all these NASCAR races this year, the NASCAR Cup level ones. Kyle Busch limping down pit road here, y'all, on the TV. And it looks like he's dragging something or something. I don't know what the hell that is. Oh, I think the right front is coming apart on that car. It's a replay, apparently.
got a little fresher tires than some of the competition that he's been battling here in the last handful of laps. From Kansas Speedway, this is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
Man, MRN, they're pros at going to a commercial, coming back, and then going right back to a commercial. They are absolute pros. Please hit the like. Appreciate it, y'all. Appreciate it. Dizzy Donut. 129 in the house. That's our high for today. High for today. Danny Hamlin just dominating thus far. They're again showing Kyle Busch. They're showing the collision between Blaney and Allmendinger on pit road.
And crew call the happenings from regional.
Dogs always love going for a ride in a car. Absolutely,
coast
dude.
To coast. Sprint car talk on Winged Nation.
Absolutely.
NASCAR history on MRN Classic Races. And hear from the driver.
Absolutely. He's not really much of a sticking his head out the window dog, though. He don't really like that. When we're moving. He don't mind it when we're in a parking lot or a drive-through, but he don't like it when we're at speed. But I'll tell you what, he's been, with all the time I've been spending out in the backyard the past few days, he is hoovering at that back kitchen door. I think he sees it. I think he sees what might happen for his birthday next week. We're going to be 8 next weekend, y'all. 8 years old.
Spicy, you'll find a winner. Get 20% off at Nico Kick.
Does HBO Max still have NASCAR? I'm not sure, Steve. I think
Hamlin has been in the zone ever since he turned that.
I think some of it is on that.
This race, we've completed 64 laps.
I think the in-car camera's on HBO, but I'm not sure.
9 of them, all but 5 so far in the opening round of this.
I know the CW gets a lot of the lower level stuff.
Back, Alex, it's been a dominating performance so far, but a driver that's been getting our attention further back is Corey Heim, right now going to work on Ryan Blaney.
Blaney and the curse of pit road. I think
think
they changed out his pit crew this week, Theo. I think I read that Blaney's pit crew was swapped with one of the other teams.
At least on this Speedway in turns 3 and 4, as he is making time by using the bottom lane right against the white line, whereas most everyone else is up against the wall.
Yeah, this is a line I've seen him use at both ends. He
Park in the
more
house.
Selective on just clean air in 1 and 2, but it's impressive what this 67 car has been able to do, wrapping the paint even into tire runs.
I tried to quit cold turkey a year ago.
And vastly different the race setup and race paces. Yesterday in qualifying, if you wanted to be top 10, top 15, you had to go completely.
What are you talking about trying to quit?
It's so different come race time.
Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. That's that one lap, but you look at this, we can see the lap time slow.
They only changed the Jackman, DG?
Over 30, 40 laps. So you
my oldest cat is 20 this year, says Paul.
Managing how much grip you've got in the tire and
my cat didn't come back today, chat.
To continue to make lap time.
The cat didn't show up today. The first time I hadn't seen him.
Yesterday, when we got down to the nitty gritty, we didn't know who was going to win the pole. Of course, Denny Hamlin ended up walking away with the trophy.
Oh, Bacon.
Tyler Reddick walked away with the pole, but Denny Hamlin was right with him side by side there on the front row. And of course, Toyotas coming to Kansas, never discount Toyotas, and obviously the Toyota of Denny Hamlin right now is just waxing this field in the early going.
Yeah, but keep in mind the driver who led the most laps has only
Kyle
won
Busch
just once in the last
they're
7
showing his radio
races,
communication.
and that was Kyle Larson.
He's thinking there's an issue with that right front.
You may be able to be the hair in the tortoise in the hair, but a lot of times that tortoise comes up at the end of it, still able to get to the line first.
Indeed, it's all about the long game.
I tend to go. Stage 1.
We're looking at the end of stage 1, 12 laps away, and Denny Hamlin's lead is now up to 3.7 seconds over Kyle Larson. Of course, each driver has been encountering lap traffic. Denny Hamlin has encountered his share as he comes across the line. Matter of fact, Dave, he's getting ready to put a lap on Joey Logano here at lap 68.
Coachy in the house.
Forest run mode right now.
No, not doing Dodgers today. I don't do them on Sundays when the NASCAR race is going on, Tommy.
But he's got a lap full of Denny Hamlin. Here comes Denny Hamlin.
This is my day of reprieve for Dodger baseball. This is when I kind of take the day off. I'll be watching I'll be keeping track of what's going on in the game and reporting it here on this stream, but it won't be a play-by-play stream.
Toyota's right together. Christopher Bell, Bubba Wallace, Chase Briscoe.
Racing back to the turn. Christopher Bell on the inside of Bubba Wallace as Chase Briscoe looks on. Bell will take the spot away.
Struggle is real.
Bell will slide across the nose of
Yeah,
Bubba
160
Wallace
Dodger games, y'all. I can't do that. I can't do it. I gotta have some variety in my life.
But Briscoe can't tarry. Here comes Chase Elliott. Solid four-man dance. Headed back to the corner.
Yeah, that three-man battle now increases to four. Jumping down to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to make some ground. Bubba Wallace, he is way sideways, midway between 1 and 2.
Did Blaney's team have a post on Indeed? No, I don't think so. Appreciate it, Cubby. Appreciate it. Yeah, Dodgers first pitch in just a few here. About 10 minutes to first pitch in the Dodger game.
For this ongoing battle for position. Here's Bubba Wallace drives Chase Elliott all the way to the grass.
Elliott had a run to the inside. Bubba tried to go low. He shoved Chase Elliott all the way to the bottom. Elliott kept his foot in it. Now he'll go to the inside on Briscoe.
Chase Elliott puts a fender alongside of Chase Briscoe, racing down the backstretch, side by side into turn 3. Elliott drives it in deep, utilizing the middle part of the racetrack, and he takes the spot away.
Wow, that was an incredible exchange coming out of turn number 4 the last time. Elliott takes the spot. He'll slide up. Briscoe.
Number 8 has issues every week.
Wallace on the comeback trail. They continue to race for 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Back and forth they go. Now it's Briscoe with the lead in that three-man draft. Maybe not for long. Chase Elliott dials up the low lane off turn 2.
For the moment, Briscoe is able to hold off Chase Elliott, who remains about a car length in his
I'll fight for my bacon, says Carvin.
Bubba Wallace has broken away and fallen back from these two.
7 laps to go.
No picture-in-picture, no nothing. I'll just keep you updated on what I see on the stat page, DC.
10 seconds for station identification on the Motor Racing Network.
Now, here we go. Commercial on MRN. 5 laps to go in stage 1. Seems like a weird time to go to commercial, but Hamlin's lead now 2.17 seconds over Larson, 4.168 over Reddick in third, 13 seconds plus over Gibbs in fourth. Carmen and I's guy 77 has disappeared from the top 10. We'll do a scroll through at the end of the stage. 4 laps to go according to the stat page here. We're on 76 of 267, 40 minutes into this, 5 lead changes, no caution laps.
Lead lap, and that battle lasted a couple of laps, but Denny not only was
appreciated
able to get
Aiden.
Joey Logano, Todd Gilliland able to
$1
get
a month,
Joey,
y'all.
so
For
Joey
$1 a
can't
month,
get the
you
wave
can
around
member
with
up
free
on the
pass,
channel.
But Dave Denny's in more lap traffic.
He's going to the inside of Shane Van Gisbergen.
Become a B-homie.
Denny for a moment thought about going 3 wide up the middle, then thought better.
Big gaggle of traffic ahead for the race leader, Denny Hamlin. As Dave mentioned, Hamlin is into the inside now of Shane Van Gisbergen.
Denny's Pacey may lap the field today, says DMC.
McDowell will now race Denny Hamlin hard as they come down to the line. 4 to go in stage number 1. These drivers are trying desperately to stay on the tail end of the lead lap.
If they can't do that, they at least want to be right behind Denny Hamlin to be in the free pass position at the end of the stage. Hamlin now bypasses Michael McDowell, puts the crosshairs on Kyle Busch.
McDowell, though, fights back, coming off at turn number 4 at the moment. He remains in front of the race leader, Denny Hamlin.
It looks like Larson's keeping up with him, though, right?
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. dead ahead.
You're a Braves fan, Aiden?
For the 4th position, Ty Gibbs has it. Christopher Bell trying to take it away.
And Christopher Bell, Mike, has been really good the last several laps. He has been extremely fast in lap traffic, and he's closing in on the back bumper of Ty Gibbs.
Ty Gibbs right in the middle of the racetrack off turn number 4. Looks in the mirror. Here comes Christopher Bell. 3 to go here in this opening stage.
3 to go, chat, in stage 1.
The Ty Gibbs machine as they make their way to turn number
Or
1.
champion
Gibbs
hot dog thief. Yeah, he is.
in the middle of the racetrack.
Christopher Bell looking
Yeah,
for a
he
little
is.
running room right now to move around Ty Gibbs for a spot inside of the top 5. On the approach to turn 3, Gibbs takes his Toyota to the wall. Bell goes to the middle.
Off the corner, they will race for that spot. We are less than 2 laps to go, that is, from the conclusion of stage 1. Denny Hamlin is the leader, and as he's been lapping cars,
You can still bet what manufacturer will win the race, chat.
That he's been passing, but one driver that has gone a lap down that is staying with him, and that's Ty
Todd Gilliland. That puts him in a very beneficial position.
Yeah, Todd Gilliland at the moment is going to be the beneficiary of the free pass as Hamlin comes to the line. We begin the final lap of this opening stage. Gilliland running some great laps.
Able to keep pace with the leader, Denny Hamlin, right now and be the first car a lap down. It's a good 6 or 7 car lengths back to Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Here comes the leader, Denny Hamlin, out turn number 2, holding a pretty wheel.
I appreciate it. I'll try to do it if it's on Saturday night as well, but the Cup race every week, I'm going to try to do it.
Off of turn number 4, Shannon Bednarik on top of the flag stand. She'll put the green and white checkered flag in the air, and Denny Hamlin actually pulled over before the line and let Todd Gilliland go by. Gilliland will get back on the lead lap. We'll have to wait and see who's going to be the beneficiary of the free pass. But here are the top 10.
10,000 on the slots for fifth.
Presented by the Powerball. NASCAR Powerball. The chase to $1 million is on. Start your entries for the chance to win $1 million at NASCAR Championship Weekend. The official lottery game of NASCAR. Powerball. The chase to $1 million starts now.
Denny Hamlin won stage 1. Kyle Larson finished second. Tyler Reddick third. Ty Gibbs came back fourth. Christopher Bell right on his bumper for fifth. Chase Elliott came up to sixth. Chase Briscoe seventh. Carson Hocevar eighth. Bubba Wallace ninth. And Corey Heim came home.
Hocevar went into pit 6, came out 18, and got back to 8.
The AdventHealth 400.
Warning: this
yeah, you can. You can't afford. You can't afford to lose.
Sale prohibited.
All right, so we're at the first caution of the race, and it happened to be for the stage caution. They are still ticking off the laps under caution here. But we're on lap 81 of 267, 44 minutes into this bad boy. 1 caution, 5 lead changes. It's the AdventHealth 400 from Kansas Speedway right here on Valhalla Sports Talk. Nobody does these NASCAR live streams quite like Valhalla Sports Talk. All right, sun peeks through the cloudy day here in the AZ. That wind's still blowing around. Dust devils on the horizon. Hey, is the monkeys. Well, you see them little bubbles. Them bubbles are rolling around under caution, y'all. Pit road has yet to open. Hamlin absolutely dominating this race thus far. Tommy Cucci, a $5 super sticker. Let's go, baby.
Thank you for your support.
$5 Valhalla Holla. First super chat on a live stream. Let's go, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, y'all. All right, let me peek in on the Dodgers. Yeah, they're about 5 minutes from first pitch. About 5 minutos from first pitch, chat. $147 in the house. It's real close to our high for today. I appreciate y'all for being here. Please hit all the buttons. Please hit them all, y'all. The subscribe, the like.
To Valhalla Sports Talk. Let's go. Hit the like.
And that notification bell. And if you want to member up, get access to 30 custom emojis for every stream. You can do it for as little as $1, y'all. As little as $1 brings you into the V-Homie fold. Brings you right into the fold of the V-Homies. Putting up all these emojis, y'all, that you have. I try to switch them, depending on what we're doing. Few points in my box. Did you win something? Did you win? Did you get the dub? Okay, let's listen in.
It's Kansas. We're running all over the racetrack. We've got, you've got people that.
Please take 1 second to put your beer up and hit the like. Also share with your friends. Val puts on the best streams. Let's run this MF up.
Tyler Reddick.
This Dizzy Donut.
Ty Gibbs, their fourth. This is what we're seeing, and really watching people. There are some people that really impressed me with being able to run different.
So we're trying to get to 33-1 today at least, right?
You know, really, Christopher
on the
Bell
sub side
drove his way forward to fifth. Actually,
well, we haven't picked up a single one, I guess, or four, I guess, since the start of this.
Really wrapping the bottom of this racetrack. So good to see what's happening as a track.
So 6 away from 33-1. 6 away.
At the end of the stage, dominated by Toyotas. There
just
were
checking.
3
This is Bobby.
Chevrolets in the top 10, 7 Toyotas. The highest
Thomas
running
Forbes in the
Ford
house.
Finished the stage 12th, and that was with Chris
Thomas
Buescher.
Forbes up in here,
So as we open up the pit lane, we expect Denny Hamlin and everybody that's on the lead lap to come down. There are 21 cars on the lead lap.
And I'm crazy nappy right now, y'all. I am crazy nappy.
In the opening salvo of this race, the battle for the lead was basically non-existent. Because Denny Hamlin, once he got it,
we're all one big
checked
family
out.
here.
He
This is
has led
Tommy
78
coaching.
of the
Yeah,
opening
we try to have
83
fun,
laps. The
y'all.
only
We
other
try
two
to have
drivers
fun.
to
We got a
lead,
great
Carson
community.
Hocevar, who led 3 laps.
Great
Tyler
community
Reddick,
here
who
on
led
BST.
2. Now the question is,
Could the Vikings win a Super Bowl, please, so I can redo my tattoo, please?
Be fast enough to
Could the
win
Vikings please win a freaking Super Bowl?
Here we go. Pit road is open. These pit stops
Bobby
will
says, make sure you got gifted turned on, y'all.
5. Hamlin's already there. Larson's there. And then everybody behind them. The first into
All right,
the
here we go.
box
Pit
is
road
Christopher
open.
Bell in front of Jason Toy.
Christopher Bell
I'll
has
give
that
you the
very
race
first
off pit
stop,
road.
Like Bagley was talking about on the entrance of pit road. They're going to hit the mark for it. Also, Ryan Blaney is in. We're seeing the stop for Chris Buescher in on pit road. William
Bobby
Byron
says,
is
make
in.
sure you
They're
got
making a
gifting
slight
turned on,
temperature
y'all.
adjustment for him. Also, too, we got Daniel Suarez. Chase Elliott, the first down on the way. Lightning fast pit stop for a very fast race car for Elliott. Steve Post.
Hey, you asked if Denny Hamlin could win the race off from pit road. He certainly did. That was a great pit stop. No adjustments on the car. 4 tires, Sunoco.
All right, here we go. Hamlin, Larson, Reddick, Elliott, Bell, Gibbs. Your race off pit road.
But I don't believe they adjusted it. That car is that good. Kyle Larson is in. He got the car freed up a little bit during that mid-race, mid-stage pit stop. And
Bikes need a Super Bowl victory, says Brandon B. Absolutely. I always said I would never redo my tattoo unless they won it. Well, that was, I don't know how many years ago.
In front of the field on this round of pit stops was Chase Elliott and his team. They gained 3 positions on that stop. Chase Elliott will go to the top 5.
Buckle up, NASCAR fans.
All right, another
Hardy's
commercial
app is the
here.
fastest way to free.
Definitely DGB road courses are a different animal. Yep. What do we got? We just got a few days to the NFL draft, right? It's usually right around birthday time, y'all. Always right around birthday time. For those of you that don't know, here in my casita, me, my son, and Thor almost all have the same birthday. All 3 of us. My son, and then me, and then Thor was the order. And that's coming up next weekend here. COO has already bought the cake mixes. She always makes 2 cakes, one for me and one for the son. And she's already got Thor's big old bone purchased and sitting waiting for him. This next weekend, yeah. Yep. 58, I believe. I believe I'll be 58. Thor will be 8. My son will be 28. D-Rock. All right, let's see if they're back.
Dale Jarrett's got the lead. He goes.
Not yet, chat. 158 up in here. When the Vikings win a Super Bowl, I'll get my first tattoo, says Shelby. There you go, girl. There you go, Shelby. You might not have to worry about that. All right, I think the COO's monsters just drove by at a high rate of speed. I got to get some numbers out here on the property, y'all. I got to get some numbers out for these delivery drivers.
Welcome you back here to Kansas Speedway in the AdventHealth 400. Stage number 1 is...
They don't even have sidewalks out here, though.
under the caution flag as we wait to get the go signal here. Beautiful day for racing. Dave,
you're a young man, says Kamikuchi.
Middle, top, your choice.
I don't feel young.
Today.
Yeah, whatever you like right now.
Your mom's birthday next Thursday?
Said at the start of the broadcast.
Skull,
really
says Shelby.
Medicate their race car. If you're a little tight, you can move up the racetrack, widen your line. If you're a little loose, you can move up or down to try and find a lane that works a little better. Drivers really are fully and completely involved here at Kansas Speedway.
Field is going to get the one-to-go signal this time when they come back to the start-finish line, and it will be time for those teams
Here we go, about to go back under green, y'all. Can someone give Hamlin some trouble here?
To save Freeway.
We got them two Chevys, Larson, Elliott, second and third.
To get things going here on a perfect day of racing here in Kansas City, Kansas, just west.
What happened to Kyle Busch? He's having issues with his car. Something wrong with the right front. Keeps stripping tires.
In this region, because we got the race going on.
If she was here, she would have been 72, says Sheila.
Soccer match just behind turns 3 and 4 over there at Sporting Park, where Sporting Kansas City will have a match.
Bobby drops a 10 bomb, y'all.
Central time here tonight.
Of course, when in our hotel we had the
Bob drops a 10 bomb. If you get one of those, please thank him for his generosity. Bobby, thank you. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted. Gets us back over 900 in the V-Homie Brigade.
And whenever we come to Kansas City, there's always something to do, always something fun
but
going on.
But doesn't happen to
and
the
they love their sports. No matter if you're talking sports for the Cherubs or older individuals.
My two drivers, second and third, says William.
There's always a lot of options, and that's what makes it so much fun to come to this part of the country.
Listen, if you're in the chat and you get one of those, please thank Bob. Please thank him.
Royals have had a tough go of it over at Yankee Stadium over the last couple of days, but trying to figure out a way to get their third World Series champ here in Kansas City.
Not again, says GD Vibes.
Will opt to restart on the inside of row 1. Kyle Larson has chosen for the outside.
176 in the house as we get ready to go back to green.
Chase Elliott chooses to restart to his outside. Ty Gibbs has chosen inside row 3. Christopher Bell will start on the outside of that third row.
That means the field is coming to the Poet Restart Zone presented by Poet. Poet is proud to be the official
Hey, them bubbles, they moving, y'all. Them bubbles moving already.
Bioethanol with 0 carbon.
Side by side, they're stacked up behind the pace car. When they come to the line, we'll have 77 laps to go in this second stage. It's going to be one of those quick stages that we'll see setting up for the longest stage of them all. That will take us to the checkered
Look up to you, the one of
today's
and all you great gifters, says Bob Fitz.
Pace car is on pit road. Here they come.
Couldn't do without y'all. Couldn't do without y'all.
Restart will happen at lap number 88.
Here they come. Green flag goes back in the air and through the gearbox they
go.
Green flag. On the inside lanes, getting a shove from behind, courtesy of the front bumper of Tyler Reddick.
Kyle Larson up high, challenging, but not much of a shove there. They go 3 and maybe even 4 wide further back. Chase Briscoe takes the high line, trying to move up.
Chase Briscoe.
Osovar having trouble in the pits.
Almost made contact with Christopher Bell coming off of the corner. Up front, though, they are wheel to wheel for the lead. Larson on the bottom, Denny Hamlin up top. Give the lead to Kyle Larson.
Hey, Larson to the lead.
Hamlin's going to slide up as well, but Larson will slide
Larson to the lead, and here comes his teammate.
The inside lane is left open.
Teammate passes him. First, second. They're passing Hamlin like he's standing still.
Reddick pounding away at the bottom side of the racetrack. Denny Hamlin, though, fighting back on the outside as they race to 3. Hamlin will momentarily get the third spot back.
175 up in here.
Yeah, Reddick right on the white line.
We're on stage 2, 11 of 85 in stage 2.
Hamlin works topside. They're going to stay wheel to wheel, racing back to turn 1.
Those two had a tough battle at the beginning of the race. Only lasted 3 or 4 laps before Hamlin took over, but right now the advantage belongs to Tyler Reddick. He takes third place.
Reddick slides right in front of Denny Hamlin coming off at turn number 2. He'll take the third spot. Hamlin has been kicked back to 4th. Briscoe rides in the 5th position. Then
Briscoe looks like he's going to pass Hamlin too.
2 Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolets, and then you've got all 4. We got a 2311 Toyota, and then 3 Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas. Single out, single file back to the corner in hot pursuit of Kyle Larson.
Yeah, that's pretty ironic, Shelby.
Christopher Bell is on the move. He hunts the bottom now on the Chase Briscoe machine. side by side. They
Toyotas are good in the long run.
Christopher Bell, Chase Briscoe racing for the 5th position. Briscoe has it for now into turn number 3. He'll take his Toyota to the bottom. Christopher Bell running the outside lane.
Good hard racing here at the front of the field in the AdventHealth 400. Larson up front. Chase Elliott goes second. Elliott now beginning to get some heat from behind.
Tyler Reddick is right there, looking to the low line on Chase Elliott. Wow, right up on his back bumper. Midway between 1 and 2. Here comes Reddick to the bottom, but he hasn't got the momentum.
Tyler Reddick almost slammed into the back bumper. Elliott going into turn number 1. He had to roll out of the throttle. This time
I didn't even come up on. There it is.
Right on Chase Elliott's back bumper for the 2nd position.
Kyle Larson takes the outside lane off the corner. Elliott about a lane and a half from the top of the racetrack. And, of course, Chase Elliott dealing with Tyler Reddick in this ongoing battle for 2nd.
Once again, Tyler Reddick gets a good run through the tri-oval on the front straightaway. Pulls right up on the back bumper of Elliott. Chase this time will leave the very top lane open.
Larson up front.
As Chase Elliott
This
and
is D-Rock.
continue to fight for
Chris Davis in the house. What's up, Chris?
Car lengths behind them is Denny Hamlin. Here's Reddick sticking a finger to the inside of Elliott in 4.
Come down to the line to complete lap number 94. 71 to go here.
All right, Dodgers underway, yo. Dodgers underway, still scoreless.
Of this afternoon's race gives us an opportunity to visit with the Director of Operations for AdventHealth Lenexa, Brandon Von Dompowski. How are you today?
Hey, I'm doing great. It's great to be up here with you guys.
No, it's a great,
wonder if I could put
great
that
seat
little
for
score
today's
thing up
race
here.
AdventHealth has been a partner with Kansas Speedway and with NASCAR. Why is it so important as a healthcare organization to make this partnership?
So I think the first thing is we want to meet people where they are, and we believe that we have a way of healing and bringing healing to people's lives that touches the whole person, body, mind, and spirit. And so when we're able to be a part of events like Stuff Today, where people are together, family, friends, coworkers, and we can be a part of this, that's exactly what we're looking for.
Not just engaging with all the fans here, but the surrounding community and in this greater Kansas City region. But you also continue to be a partner with Legacy Motor Club and just re-signed to sponsor the Toyota, the AdventHealth Toyota driver Eric Jones. That is such a great deal. Why is that partnership so important?
It's been so great to work with them and Jimmy Johnson and Eric
This will
Jones
be hard
and that
to
whole
see,
team.
but the score
And
should
I think
be
what's great about it
pretty
is it
apparent.
allows us to interact with these great NASCAR fans season long. So it's not just a race today, and we get to continue to share our message of hope, healing, and that person care throughout the whole season.
And
it means
the
a lot
score
to
should
us.
be
It
apparent,
means a lot
yo.
to us that you want to be a part of it and continue to take care of not only all of us here at the racetrack, but all over the area. Thank you to you and your entire team for what you do.
Of course, appreciate it.
Good to hear, Chris.
Absolutely.
Good to hear,
That is
buddy.
Brandon Von Dompowski, the Director of Operations for
Good to hear,
AdventHealth
man.
Lenexa.
Couple of changes in the top 5 while we were visiting with Brandon. Kyle Larson's lead, Dave, has gotten larger, and Chase Elliott has gotten the shuffle backward.
He's gotten the shuffle back to the number 4 position. It was
Denny Man tightened up his car due to the track temp.
Reddick got up underneath him, just packed the left rear corner of Chase Elliott's car.
Only the great folks like yourself keep me here. Val, well, he is kind of all right.
Over the spot and now has walked away.
Off turn number 4 comes race leader Kyle Larson down to the line. Lap number 98 on the board. 160.
It's a hard standard. It's a hard standard to maintain, Bobby. We go to a commercial.
Safety starts underneath.
We go to a commercial. Larson's lead over Reddick is 1.2. 1.8 over Hamlin, who's got back up to third. Elliott now 2.879 back. Christopher Bell 3.612. I'm going through the field right quick here. Gibbs in 8th, Bowman 9th, Bubba Wallace 10th, William Byron, Shayla in 11th, Hocevar up to 13th, lucky number 13, Austin Dillon, Ryan Blaney in 22nd, Theo. What's going on there? What is going on? Kyle Busch 28th, Zane Smith 29th. Did you guys see Zane Smith on his door going around the wall? I think it was in qualifying yesterday or something, or practice, but that shit was crazy. He wall rode forever. Absolutely insane. T. Lee in the house. 22 of 85 in stage 2, 102 of 267 in the race. We're 1 hour into it. 1 caution, 6 lead changes, 7 caution laps. Those were for the stage break. The AdventHealth 400 from Kansas Speedway. Valhalla Sports Talk here for all the action. as I burp. Yeah, big yawn, y'all. As I mentioned, the Dodgers are underway in Colorado in Game 3 of that 4-game set. It's still scoreless in the bottom of the first with 2 away. And the Rockies at the plate, yo. The Rockies are at the plate. Watch out for Bowman here, says Robert Boompa. Boompa, loompa, doompa-dee-day. Robert's watching some NASCAR. It's plain to see.
And always free for families.
Who won stage 1? Hamlin.
Want to volunteer or join our team? You can be a part of it.
Hamlin won stage 1, dominated the first stage. Absolutely dominated. Yep.
62 laps to go in stage number 2
62 to go.
400. Kyle Larson continues to show the way. Tyler Reddick, Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, and Christopher Bell round out the top 5. Time to get in the know with Napa Know-How. Safety starts underneath.
Come on, y'all. Hit all the buttons. Hit them all.
Solutions you need to stop issues. Go further with repairs and grow your shop. Keep undercar under control at Napa. Todd?
Yeah, as you look at this race, and we've had, stage 1 went green flag, stage 2 just a tick shorter because of the caution laps in it, and then stage 3 is going to be longer than that. As I look at this, we've seen tires down there on pit road starting to wear out, show a little bit of course. We've seen cars that had troubles with it. We've seen leaders, maybe not our stage winner, but really good cars have issues.
Iffy in the chocolate hot dog factory.
And the crew chiefs are going to have to
Sings
figure out
the
how to
hits.
manage tires and make these 2 stages kind of come together. Short pitting might be a little bit more.
Is that what's happening here?
Working forward.
Seen the cars on pit road a couple of times so far. We're back under the green flag. We've been slowed for caution just 1 time, and that was at the conclusion.
Larson's lead is dwindling.
Go.
Tyler Reddick coming.
Some of the communications coming.
Reddick coming.
What are some observations
0.7 back.
Coming off these race cars?
Well, observation of tires. We had a couple of tires from race cars that were a little concerning. They did some cording and some spiraling.
All right, so that Dodgers score is going to be coming up right here, y'all.
Reddick's car and the left right front of Joey Logano's car as well. Both crew chiefs were all over those tires, and I know that they'll look to adjust, whether it's an air pressure adjustment or, of course, as the race unfolds, more rubber will go down, and that should get better. I did not sense a major concern with it, but
thought about betting on Toyota, but changed your mind. I've got money on
Alex Bowman right now.
On the 77 and the 20. That's it.
For a time period, and right now
77 and the 20.
And I think this is what the doctor ordered. Him and Blake Harris's crew chief. They started deep in the field back in the 30s, but it's just been a steady, solid run for Alex Bowman right now. Car's been solid, a little loose at times, but not bad. And right now they sit in the 10th spot. They came back at Bristol and got caught up early and finished last. So I know they're looking.
Looks like it's pretty well attended at Kansas, Chad. It looks like the stands are pretty full. At least from that look.
Talking about with tires in my section of pit road, basically from the start-finish line towards turn 4, really only 2 drivers having issues when it comes to cording or the spiraling of the tires.
Raymond Lovelace in the house. I subbed. Pick Blaney. Not going well. Go Braves. Yeah, the 20. Yeah, the 22. You're right. Logano 22. My bad. 22 and the 77.
Spots on pit road. The pit crew's been really on it. They've been making adjustments throughout. And I'll bring Todd Gordon in on this. Todd, one of the big things I keep hearing about a lot from crew chiefs and drivers is where do you want the better handling, in traffic or the open track? A lot of drivers are trying to find that balance. Is it hard to find that balance of having a better handling car in traffic or if you get open air?
Yeah, definitely one of those situations where if you think about being in dirty air, you lose downforce. So what do we have to do with
slotted
the
as a loser? No way.
Turn its way out of that and get to clean air.
Not in my book, DC. Not in my book.
Run in dirty air, then you're leaning on that right rear tire, as Jason Toy kind of talked about down there. cars actually using up that right rear because they're loose, and that's what gets them down to where they're showing a little canvas.
Later on in the NASCAR Live Race Day post-race show,
All right, Reddick now a full second behind Larson.
Xfinity, imagine that.
Looks like Hamlin might give him some trouble here shortly.
Knows sports brings people together.
Looks like Hamlin's going to give him some trouble here shortly. The Reds should win their game today, says William. All right, 32 of 85, 112 of 267 in the race, 1 hour, 8 minutes into it. 1 caution, 6 lead changes, 7 caution laps. Kyle Larson is your leader. The rest of the field looks like this, y'all. We're scrolling. We are scrolling through the field. Find your favorite driver. While we were in an audio commercial here, COO, I can hear her moving things around. She's working hard, y'all. She's working hard out there. Holding it down. Holding it down. I don't know if she has the Dodger game on in her room. Now, I thought I saw him go by, but he didn't stop, I don't think. It was a delivery van of some kind.
For Bell, the rest of the top 5 from Kansas Way. This is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
Barney Hall and Ned Jarrett, I could never repay.
Nufo in the house. Nufo up in here with 52 to go in stage 2. That bogey back to Reddick is still 1.12. So like Hamlin dominated stage 1, Larson dominating stage 2. Most laps led at Kansas all time. Kyle Larson on the top of the board, 950. 1 lap in front of Kevin Harvick. 1 lap in front of Kevin Harvick, chat. That's crazy.
Out in the middle of the track, crosses the start finish.
What's up, Sammy Boy Smith? Sadly, it's pretty obvious NASCAR attendance is down. I don't know, that grandstand looked full to me.
To the NASCAR Cup Series Motor Racing.
What are they going to do, D-Rock? What is NASCAR going to do to get people back in the stands? What do you think they're going to do? No Dodges in the race yet. Roki throws 4 strikes in his first 8 pitches. If you want to keep updating that, DC, I'd appreciate it, bro. If you want to keep updating that Dodgers game in the chat, I'd appreciate it.
Joining us here for the AdventHealth 400 as we continue to work under the green flag. Only one Hardy's
Dodge in the Truck Series,
and that was for the end of stage number 1, which was won by Denny Hamlin.
A few moments ago, we heard from Steve Post and we heard from Jason Toy about when the tires have come off of some of these cars, they were spiraling.
Dig up Dale.
We joked yesterday in our practice and qualifying coverage
Inspector
that
Todd.
they look like a spiral ham you would get for a holiday dinner. Todd, what is
Dodge should be
spiraling
back.
and how does that happen?
So what it is, it's not like
I
we're
think they're
wearing
gonna come
all
back.
the rubber off the tire and going away. The shoulder of the tire, because we've got camber in the tire, the top of the right side tires is leaned in, so you're just sitting on that inside shoulder down the straightaways. That shoulder of the tread is actually wearing to the point it
I think
gets
it's
down
the
to
car,
belt
y'all.
package.
I think
And we call it canvas
I think
at
the
time.
reason
It's
they're
not
losing
canvas, but
popularity
it's
is
the
this
belt
car.
package. And then
This
what
fucking
happens
Hot
is
Wheel. They got
when
them
you
driving
get on
around
the
in.
brakes, you grab one of those strings of the belt package.
I know safety's
and
a
then
big thought,
it gets
but
caught on the racetrack and it unravels itself. And the belt package is it's a radial tire, so that belt package goes around.
It
and
will
just
in a
works
couple
its way
years.
across the tire. Well, when you pull that, it cuts a groove in the tire. It's basically pulling that cord out through the contact patch rubber, and it every like 1/4 inch to 3/8
All right,
inch.
Larson is
when that
pulling away,
repeats
y'all.
around the
Reddick
tire.
now
So when we see that spiral, it's
1.6
because one
back.
of those cords got caught. And
Hamlin
just
almost a full
unraveled
2
its way across
seconds.
the tire.
So the big question is
There's the baby
as
demon,
Ty
Carmen.
Gibbs comes off
There's the baby
racetrack, Ty
demon.
Gibbs is coming to pit lane here under the green flag. Big question, Todd, is
Still in
once that
13th, but trying to pass
singular
that
piece of rubber
24.
begins to unspiral, where does it go?
Yeah, it's a
the
straight
battle
engine.
between
A lot of
Carmen
times
and
the
Sheila
driver will hear that kind of
on the track, y'all.
And just hear that noise coming. It's not that
Carmen
dangerous.
comes away
stays
with it.
inflated. Hey, Steve Post, we've got the pit start in front of you.
Green flag pit stop start. Shelby already first to pit road.
This morning, and Tyler said, I'm generally a little bit more conservative, but I think I need to take some chances and maybe short pit. And he's the first
Money
one in.
pass
Ty
because of
Gibbs
the
goes
camping
down and
pricing.
away, and that's got everyone's attention, including his
NASCAR
teammate,
getting greedy.
Christopher Bell, who's in front of you,
They need to
Jason.
reduce ticket prices.
Down on the back end of the pit road, including Chase Briscoe also in. 4 tires, Sunoco fuel.
Corporations purchasing the tickets.
Christopher Bell. Been pretty happy with the way the race car has tightened up a little bit in the mud.
Yeah, that too, y'all. That too.
In the middle section of the pit road, along with Daniel Suarez. Here's they make their stop here on lap 121. Steve Post.
Yeah, Austin Dillon is in getting pit service now as well on his Chevrolet. Going to be 4 tires, Sunoco Racing Fuel. Austin running well, a 12th place run when he restarted here on the way. Chase Elliott's in front of you, Jason.
Still scoreless in the Dodger game, y'all.
It kept getting a little bit tighter, a little bit tighter, a little bit tighter. They're going to try to free him up. 4 tires, Sunoco fuel for him. Top it off, though, with
Come on,
the Sunoco
Roki.
fuel. Steve Post.
Alex Bowman has reported that the car was just a little all over the place, a little tight at times, a little loose at times. Blake Harris going to try to continue with his top 10
All right,
run.
5 away from
4 tires,
33-1
Sunoco
on the
Racing
sub
Fuel,
side,
lap
y'all. 5
122.
away.
Alex Bowman has completed his pit service.
Hit all the
Opening
buttons.
salvo of green flag pit stops in this stage. 43 to go in the stage. We've already seen a handful
Baby
of drivers
Demon,
make the
squish
move
it, boy.
to the pit lane. Kyle Busch next up. He'll bring his Richard Childress Racing Chevy Camaro onto the pit lane.
Caliente
Kyle Busch will
Pepper.
make his stop now at lap 122.
Green flag
So we're
stops
waiting for
going,
Kyle
y'all.
Larson, Tyler Reddick, Denny Hamlin. Basically,
Man, I am
the
kicked back,
drivers
y'all.
that are
I am
in
kicked
the
back
top
today.
10, top 11 stay on the racetrack
Chillaxing.
at least for now. Next driver to make the move to pit road, Brad Keselowski of Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing. Brad is in front of Jason.
A lot of good runs so far here in the early
$2
part of this
beers
race here
will
for
flip
Brad
the
Keselowski.
grandstand.
They've been making adjustments the last couple of times they made their stop on pit road. 4 tires, Sunoco fuel is
Yeah,
the name of the
that's
game
why I
on
call
this
them
one.
Hot
On
Wheels,
this
D-Rock.
green flag round of pit stop, Sunoco fuel is in.
That's why I
He is
call them
down
Hot
the way.
Wheels. They don't make it, you know, the adjustments just aren't there anymore.
Now Ryan Preece going to be the first car in, and Ryan.
That
has
one
just
almost
dealt
hit the
with
45
stability
coming on
issues
pit
all
road.
along. He just cued the radio and told Derek Finley, Derek, I need a big adjustment. This is just not working. Here he is, and here
R88
comes the
ugly this week,
duo
orange,
cars.
his
A pair
cubes.
of the Toyotas. Denny Hamlin right here at about pit box number 6. He brings his car into the attention of the crew. Denny's still very happy with the race car. In the very first pit box, it's Tyler Reddick. Tyler said he fired off just a little bit tight. Going to be 4 tires, Sunoco Racing Fuel, and they're all going to Kyle Larson off pit road. Larson first in as far as position goes, and he beats at least those 2 Toyotas off from pit road. Larson down and away, back up onto the speedway.
All right, 209 in
More
the
cars
house.
begin to come to pit lane. Here's Chris Buescher coming to pit road.
He had to hesitate a little bit because Ross Chastain was pulling out directly in front of him. Good communication with the crew.
About halfway, roughly halfway through stage 2, chat.
Gets in, hits the mark. Right side work complete. Left side up in the air with
Preece, Larson, Reddick on pit road.
Fuel is in.
Hamlin,
Left side
Buescher.
tires are on for Chris Buescher. He has completed his pit work and he rolls away.
Noah Gregson is in. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Corey Heim are in. Let's cover the Heim stop.
Corey Heim brings his car into the attention of the crew. Robert Booty Barker working on this car. Got a little bit free during that run. Just looking for a good stop. They were a little slow. Of course, this is the 4th team for 2311 Racing. We need to have just a good pit stop and send them down and away. He's down and away. Noah Gregson's down and away. And more in front of you, Jason.
Todd Gilliland coming off a great run at Bristol last week, trying to continue that momentum here at Kansas. So far, been pretty average with the race car. They're trying to make the adjustments. to get a
Twins are
little
doing
bit better.
$2 beer this year before every game for certain
Carson
ticket
Hocevar
holders.
for the moment has taken over the lead. That will go away as he makes
Told you
the
to beard
hard
it or
left-hand
to
turn
braid
on
it.
the pit lane.
I'm cutting it off this
Hocevar
week,
in
bro.
the Chili's Chevrolet now
I
at
mean, not all the
45
way,
miles
but
per
it's
hour.
going way
Ryan
back.
Blaney now coming to the pit lane as well. Let's follow Carson
It's going way
Hocevar.
back, bro.
Carson Hocevar had a little bit of a jack failure or an air gun failure on the first pit stop.
It's
It
going
lost
way
him a
back,
number
bro.
of spots. He told his pit crew, it's all right. I'm just going to drive right by. Everybody watch this. And he did make up a few spots. Here he is, hoping for a little bit better.
There's that ride, the Dente Chevrolet.
Blaney's pit stop.
Excellent pit stop here for Ryan Blaney. 4 tires, Sunoco fuel. They were marred back in traffic a little bit because they made some extra pit stops back during the last caution to make some repairs after damage on the right front. But a great pit stop. They'll make up some ground here. 4 tire Sunoco fuel. Ryan very happy with the race.
SVG's car, the Red Bull car, looks pretty sick this week.
Has been waiting for solid pit work for Ryan Blaney and that Team Penske crew as we are cycling through green flag pit
$10
stops,
big
lap
gulps are
128.
stupid.
Kyle Larson has just recycled his way.
All the
back
prices
to the top
need to
of the
stop,
leaderboard with
drop at
30
the
seconds
tracks.
to go in this stage.
The burglars are coming. Northern Virginia politicians are
Commercial, y'all. Ardo's up in here, 223 in the house, y'all. Looks like they're going to commercial on Fox. Larson's lead now over Elliott. Elliott has moved into second during these pit stops, 2.521. But Kyle Larson showing as your leader with about 30 to go in stage 2, 131 of 267 in the race, 1 hour, 18 minutes into this one. 9 lead changes, most of those under green flag pit stops. The AdventHealth 400 from Kansas Speedway right here on Valhalla Sports Talk.
Virginians for fair maps.
Silence. How does Valhalla avoid Circle K nacho cheese from sticking to the beard? I'm a trained professional, Nufo. I'm a trained freaking professional. That's how. This is without a doubt the longest my facial hair has ever been in my life, y'all. This is without a doubt. And the COO fucking hates it. Hates it.
4,000 Bluetooth scanner from Racing Electronics. Experience uncensored real-time audio from drivers and crews, all hands-free and wireless with Bluetooth functionality. Fast, lightweight,
She liked her
and zero
clean-shaven hubby.
RE4000 keeps you locked into every pass, every pit stop, and every checkered flag. Plus, with automatic over-the-air programming at major events, setup is quick
Look,
and
can you
effortless.
guys see this
Check
scratch
it
on
out
my
at
arm?
RacingElectronics.com today.
For 250 years,
That was
America
me
has
and the
been more
mesquite
than a
tree
place.
battling
It's
yesterday.
been a promise, a story of courage, hope, and dreams.
Why are we listening to commercials, Valhalla? Why are we doing this? Larson's lead now 3.885 over his teammate Chase Elliott. Denny Hamlin 4 seconds back. Tyler Reddick 5.328. What sporting event isn't crazy expensive anymore? I paid $5 for a hot dog at my grandson's Little League baseball game. Arriba Tijuana up in here. It's very few and far between. That's true.
The storylines coming into this
You can
race
go to a hockey
was
game
the
up at
pit
the University of
challenge
Arizona
Ryan
for
Blaney
fairly
and his
inexpensive,
team
and the
Penske
concessions are
crew.
cheap.
They had lost 88
The booze isn't,
coming
though.
into this race today. That was 31 more than any other team in the NASCAR Cup Series, and the majority of those mistakes, if not all of those mistakes, have come on the left side of the race car, whether they be loose wheels and whatnot. They made a personnel adjustment this past week after they left Bristol, and they basically put a new jack man on the jack of that car for that number 12 machine. Todd, what are your observations so far about what you've seen with the new personnel dynamic on Ryan's car?
It's been an improvement. And when you look at this, and I'll put it in perspective, they've matched pit stop times to Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin. The first green flag cycle, they had a 9.5, which is where Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin were. Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin had a 9.3 that time. Ryan Blaney's done that as well. That's what this team needs to do, just be able to hold and maintain. I think it's been an improvement. Unfortunately, they had that contact on the first green flag cycle, and they've been working on that.
Yeah, that was one of those moments on the very first pit stop of the race, given all that's been negative
WNBA
with pit road
basketball,
issues for that
65
Blaney
likes.
team to come in and then make contact with AJ Allmendinger. You think, oh my goodness,
Top of the third.
now it's something else down there, but they've
Still
been able to
0-0
at
since
least
Carmen.
for the moment. Blaney currently in 21st position. He's the first car one lap down, but he does have a little fresher tires than current race leader Kyle Larson. He's
I
only
really
some
cut way
25
back,
starlings or
DC.
so
I've cut
behind
way back,
Larson
bro.
with 29 to go here in
I've
stage
cut
number
way
2.
back.
Here's
My
how
goal
they're
this
running,
week,
presented
y'all,
by
my goal
Straight
this
Talk
week is to get back to
To all the
250.
fans enjoying today's race, you show up.
255 is a realistic goal.
Official partner of NASCAR, holding
Let
the
me get
line
back
so
to
you can get more
255
and
this
pay
week.
less for it. No contracts, no surprises. Straightforward, always available at Walmart and straighttalk.com.
Kyle Larson leads. Denny Hamlin is second. Chase Elliott third.
I have a
Tyler
soda here,
Reddick is
though.
fourth, and Christopher
Truth in
Bell is
advertising.
fifth.
I do
Ty
have me a
Gibbs is
soda
sixth.
pop.
Chase Briscoe is seventh with Bubba Wallace in eighth. Brad Keselowski, good run today for Brad. He's ninth.
Here at the
and
house.
His teammate Chris Buescher right now in 10th.
Alex Bowman is 11th.
David Catalano, 150. Super chat. Thank you, David. How you doing today, sir?
Austin Dillon goes 16th.
How you doing today? 15 to go in stage 2, chat.
19th is Ryan Preece, and 20th, the last
15 to go.
Daniel Suarez.
Ryan Blaney, one lap in arrears, is 21st, with Cole Custer in 22nd. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is 23rd.
Chief is smart.
Zane Smith is 24th, and Kyle Busch is 25th.
Monday through Friday, I started this OMAO diet, one big-ass meal a day, lost 11B, and drinking 0-calorie soda weekends for beer and chips.
And 30th is Josh Berry.
Good luck, Dizzy. Good luck, man.
32nd is Joey Logano. Logano is 2 laps down as well. Connor Zilic is 33rd. AJ Allmendinger 34th. Ty Dillon 35th. Shane Van Gisbergen is 36th. And Cody Ware is 37th.
Watching the battle for the second.
Went to the Sabres game, spent less than 40, and had fun.
Is trying to get his way back to the top of the leaderboard.
Hasan Kim got a double, says the Valhalla COO. Yay, Dodgers.
Kyle Larson has led 48, which is where he is right now. The stat we dropped in NASCAR.
Hello, sweetie pie.
If Kyle Larson leads 75 laps in this race,
I'm doing well, Mr. V. I hope all is well with you and your love. Absolutely. We're doing good, buddy.
Category, and he's
We're doing good. 25 to go, chat, in
right now is about 27 laps
stage
away
2.
From doing that.
And what he's been able to accomplish already in the lap leader count, he's passed Kevin Harvick for the most laps led here at Kansas Speedway in a Cup Series all time. Larson gets around this place exceptionally well. That would be a bit of an understatement.
Look at the COO doing updates.
Let's focus in on Alex Bowman. He was running in the top 10 a little bit ago. He has now dropped to the 11th spot.
Look at the COO doing updates in the chat, y'all. Come on now.
After being out about a month suffering from vertigo and related issues,
LA 1, Colorado 0.
Crash there in the Food City
Says
500,
Nufo.
but comes to Kansas today, one of his better racetracks. And Alex, after having some challenges yesterday,
so Freeland singles and Kim scores. Freeland singles, Kim scores to make it 1-0. Doyers.
Alex up the leaderboard and right now running in 11th.
And he's got a good car. He's been able to pass cars on the track. Obviously, Steve Post, the pit crew's done their job as well, and that's highly important in today's NASCAR world.
Yeah, I think on the first stop for that pit crew, they gained like 7 spots. So you're absolutely right, Alex. It is such a huge thing to have that pit crew functioning. Alex is doing a really nice job.
Ostavar, still 13th, Carmen.
Alex's consistent theme is
still 13th.
A little bit of help with the right rear. It's still a little bit loose. They're having a really good day running in that 11th spot, as you mentioned. They want a little bit more, but it's just been a little bit loose. But it is so good to see Alex Bowman back.
2-0.
Seems like he's doing well. Chatted with him a little bit about
Ohtani doubles. Freeland scores. Dodgers 2, Rockies 0.
Big picture, but a top 10 run today would put them in good spirits coming out of here.
I dropped from almost 300 to 240 by not eating pasta and bread. I love me some bread, William. I love me some bread, bro.
For Alex Bowman in his absence, but it's good to have Alex back.
Ohtani doubles, good deal, y'all.
Of that Ally Chevrolet.
Carbs are bad.
To go in stage 2. Kyle Larson's lead, 4.8 seconds over Denny Hamlin.
Warning: this product contains nicotine.
All right, here we go.
Is an addictive chemical. Underage sale.
Commercial break, y'all. Lap 66 of 85 in stage 2, 147 of 267 in the race. 1 hour, 26 minutes into it. 1 caution, 9 lead changes, 7 caution laps. Kyle Larson is your leader with a 4.76 lead over Hamlin in second, 6.439 over Chase Elliott. Tyler Reddick in fourth. We'll go through the field. Find your favorite, chat. Find your favorite as we approach the end of stage 2. There's currently 20 cars on the lead lap. Daniel Suarez, the last car on the lead lap. Ryan Blaney, the first car, 1 lap down. Ryan Blaney currently the first car, 1 lap down. Sorry, Theo. Sorry.
He's just led his 54th lap of the AdventHealth 400. His lead now 4.7
Circle K has amazing bread.
Maintaining that separation with Chase Elliott, Tyler Reddick, Christopher Bell.
Will Smith up, chat.
5 from Kansas Speedway. This is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
See, they double commercialed me on MRN, y'all. They got me again. They got me again, y'all. Shout out to the 200 up in here. Appreciate y'all being here for some NASCAR racing. The AdventHealth 400, Kansas Speedway. We got about 17, 15-ish to go here in stage 2. Hamlin won stage 1. Larson dominating stage 2 like Hamlin did before him. And unless something bad happens, he looks to win the stage.
The place. Hear from NASCAR crew chiefs on MRN
Roger's
Crew
getting
Call.
busy.
The happenings from regional touring series and local tracks on NASCAR
Brings
Coast
Ideal
to Coast.
Bell.
Sprint Car Talk on Winged Nation. NASCAR history on.
Raymond asks if anyone's going to go to Talladega next week. Is that what they got next week? Talladega? Fun. I won't be going. Raymond Lovelace. I will be right here. Streaming that race on Valhalla Sports Talk.
We've only been slowed 1 time for caution, and that was for the end of stage 1. Very, very sanitary racing today.
Talladega's your favorite track?
Yeah,
One of
it
mine
has
too,
been,
Chris.
And, this is something we paid
One of
close
mine too,
attention
man.
to towards the end of stage 1. Who would be the beneficiary of the free pass to get a lap back? Because at this point in the race, another long green flag stretch. Kyle Larson has a 4-second lead over Denny Hamlin. The first car 1 lap down in 14 more laps, unless somebody else gets lapped, would be Ryan Blaney. He'll get the
Still
free
Larson,
pass.
Hamlin,
However,
Reddick now.
Blaney's hoping that race leader
So
Kyle
Reddick
Larson
passes
doesn't run
Elliott,
down
I think,
Daniel
for
Suarez,
third.
and Davey's not too far from doing that.
He's not indeed. He's only about 6 or 7 car lengths behind the
I
Daniel
love
Suarez
Brett as well,
machine.
but I also
He
like
races
being
all
able
by
to see my
himself at the
feet
moment on the backstretch.
when I look straight down.
Suarez trying to nurse it home. What has been a miserable day for that team is a good day for the leader, Kyle Larson, who's continuing to close in.
Just had a change for the 3rd position. Tyler Reddick tracked down Chase Elliott, and he made the pass around Chase Elliott.
Talladega
put
Nice,
Tyler Reddick
best
in
NASCAR
3rd,
movie.
Dropped Chase Elliott back to 4th, and we'll have these
Wonder Bread
swapping
hot dogs,
positions.
the
We're
Talladega
watching some cars
signature
dance around
food.
the racetrack, but
Shout
Alex,
out
one
to
of the
Ricky
things that
Bobby.
is, per usual
Bake
when
and
we come
bake.
to this racetrack. Lines
I'll
at
be
the
in the
bottom,
infield all
lines in the
weekend,
middle,
says
lines
Raymond
at the top.
Lovelace.
They're all
Nice,
being
bro.
used,
I would love to
and
go
that
there.
does provide
I
a
heard that's a big
smorgasbord
old
of
party.
options for drivers, and
I
as
heard
Dave
that is
mentioned
a
earlier,
big-ass
the
party at
opportunity to
Talladega in that
self-medicate
infield.
handling race car.
Yeah, it does, but if your car goes across that edge, you have to be careful because you can slip up and touch the outside wall.
After my
Ryan
heart
Preece
attack, I had
just
to
did
do
that
something.
Last time by, Preece made
I hear you.
contact
I
with
hear
the
you.
outside safer barrier. He's wrinkled up the right side of that Ford Mustang. Looks like somebody hit it with
Yeah,
a
so
bag of
Sunday,
nickels along
April
the side of that race
26th,
car.
and it's going to
But
be on
Preece is able to
Fox.
continue here under the green flag.
The damage a bag of nickels can do, as we have seen on
A
display
noon start
here
time,
today
Arizona
at the
time.
Kansas
3 o'clock
Speedway.
on the
Let's
East
get an
Coast.
update on William Byron right now. Jason, he's 13th on the leaderboard.
Yeah, he was up in the top 10 a little bit ago after their series of pit stops, but he says
You're not on fire, Ricky Bobby.
completely a different way than what it was.
Big freaking party. Hey, Bobby, 3 baseballs for Bob Phipps. 3 baseballs for Phipps. Still 2-0 Dodgers. 2-0 Dodgers. In the bottom of the
Coming up, a
3rd.
weekend of frustration last week at Bristol Motor Speedway, and Rudy Fugle said earlier
51
in the week
game
that
streak.
the 750 package, or that new short track package that they were working with last week, it was not getting the job done, and basically they've gone back to the drawing board on
Semi-pro
that.
cornhole player?
Clean sheet of paper.
Probably.
But they're going to be close to that, and the next time they'll put that
Yeah,
into
there's probably
play,
some pros
we'll be
in there,
at the
bro.
All-Star race at Dover Motor Speedway coming up the weekend.
There's probably some
before
pros.
the Coca-Cola 600. Of course, they changed body styles. They made adjustments to these Camaros, and we've seen tracks where they've excelled. But we've also seen tracks where they've had their hands full, and I would say that this is one of those tracks today for William Byron, Rudy Fugle, and that Hendrick Motorsports team.
DOO, your monsters have arrived.
We've been watching this ongoing deal with race leader Larson and the car that just fell a lap down, Daniel Suarez.
It's been a spirited battle. You usually think that once the car goes a lap down,
Braves
that's
is
the end of
Raymond.
it. But Daniel Suarez, Tim, has fought back a couple
I'll be
of
signing
times.
autographs after the race is Bobby. How much? How much, Bobby? How much for your autograph?
That was able to go around him and now is pulled away.
On the racetrack, we're watching Daniel Suarez go a lap in arrears. We saw Michael McDowell on the pit lane earlier. He had to make a pit stop. The best Spire Motorsports car, Alex, is
And is it
Carson
different,
Hocevar.
Bob, if I
He
wanted
runs
on
in
a
the 11th position.
on
He's
a
been
flat
running around the
picture
top
of you,
10
or
all
if I
day
wanted on a whiskey bottle?
Not shown the speed as of yet.
Is
to
there
really be
different
one that
prices
drives
for your
right up through the
autograph?
field. But that being said, Hocevar's solid. He's closing in right now on Chase Briscoe, headed to Dave Moody.
Here they come.
Is it beer 30 yet? Hey, yeah, hell yeah, Raymond. Get your drink on.
Briscoe running about a groove and a half off the top of the racetrack. Hocevar right up.
I ain't craving no beer. I got one in there. I got me one of them Mushaladas. Bud Light.
Hocevar goes down to the bottom against the white line.
Oh,
Pulls
boy.
even with Briscoe.
Carson Hocevar wrapping the paint, as they say, putting the left side tires.
All right, here we
on the
go. I
white
guess I
line
better
at the
get to
bottom of the
some kind of
racetrack.
work here. We got
Chase
5 to
Briscoe
go
is
in
flying
stage 2
outside.
and what has
They
been
are
kind of a
wheel for
boring
ten.
race. Let's be honest.
Inches on that
Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. This shit boring as hell today, y'all.
Briscoe tries to cross him over, but he hasn't got
Maybe it'll pick up in stage 3. Maybe it'll pick up.
Hocevar is pulled away by about a half a car length, and once again,
Autographs 3,000
They're going to
each.
stay basically
Damn.
separated now by a couple car lengths, Todd, as we get down to
Suns,
it here
Thunder
in
were
stage
tied.
number 2.
And this is one of those situations where we had guys that pitted at different
Yeah, we
sequences.
got hoops
Luke
too,
Lambert
y'all.
has
Hoops
been
scrolling
kind
up
of
here as
more
well.
towards splitting it in half. He's been later
NBA,
with Carson
MLB,
Hocevar. That's cost him a few
NHL.
spots, but he's driven back to it. He's got 7-lap fresher tires than Chase
Bubba
Briscoe,
running
and
tough
that
since
showed
Dizzy
on the racetrack.
Donut.
5 laps to go in stage 2. Kyle Larson heads back to turn 1.
I might be stuck in this lean back position in my chair, y'all. I might be stuck. I might have to get the COO to come pick up my leg.
Larson all by his lonesome right now, out in the lead. HendrickCars.com Chevy. He rounds turns 3 and 4 one more time.
Here they come up off of turn number 4. Larson at the moment.
Is he there?
Has a 15, 18
No, is Thor
car
there?
lengths before he gets to the back bumper of Kyle
It's because he's the worthless guard dog. That's why he didn't bark at him.
Stage 2.
Kyle Larson just trying to find himself some open asphalt right now. Kyle Busch goes all the way.
Go
to the
Angels.
line. Larson
There's
to the
D-Rock.
surprise of nobody topside.
It's been a rough day for Kyle Busch so far this afternoon at Kansas Speedway. He does not want to go a lap down here to Kyle Larson at the end of stage number 2.
4 to go, y'all. Okay, here we go.
Ooh,
here we go.
Yeah, not trying to pile on and not trying
Here we
to,
go.
accentuate negativity.
Fun
However,
fact,
it has been a
Valhalla
handful
refused to
today
sign my Circle
for
K
not
Polar
only
Pop
Richard
in the
Childress
parking
Racing,
lot.
but
I don't like you, Newfield,
Trackhouse
that's why.
Racing. Trackhouse right now, their best car on the racetrack is Ross Chastain.
Not true.
He is 26th. He's 2 laps down.
I'll
Connor
charge
Zolich,
Dodger
30th,
beer
2
price.
laps
I'm
down.
expensive.
Shane Van Gisbergen,
I know what I'm worth.
31st, 2 laps
I
down.
know what I'm worth.
This is not the day that Justin Marks and Trackhouse Racing was looking for.
No, but it's always an opportunity to learn. You knew what you had on the setups of these race cars when you came to the racetrack. And with the way we do practice here in the NASCAR Cup Series these days, you don't get a whole lot of time to make changes
Careful,
on
Skip.
the race car. It's
Careful,
major
Skip.
changes. So they know what they got on the car. They can go back
Nobody's
to the
been
drawing board
wrecked.
this week and sit down and debrief and say, okay, here's what we think might have been a positive, but certainly what was a negative on our race cars as well. Kyle Larson,
220 in the
race
house,
leader.
y'all.
Larson works his way around this racetrack. We're getting down to it. 2 laps to go here in
2 to
stage
go on the
number 2.
radio.
And Kyle Larson
The graphic
has not won
already
Cup race,
shows.
Mike, since this race 1 year ago.
Kyle Larson is large and in charge right now. He's closing in on more lap traffic. Dave, he's got about 4 cars that he can put a lap down if he chooses to.
He can if he chooses to, but I think the inverse is also true, Mike. I think he can if he chooses to, because he's got that much room between himself
3,000
and the second
or
place car,
300
Denny
starts
Hamlin.
for Bubba Wallace. That's
Zip
crazy.
code right now as he flies down the back straightaway. Coming up on the back bumper of John Hunter Nemechek. He'll follow Nemechek through 3.
Working the way through turns 3 and 4, Kyle Larson will ease out of the throttle, get off the back bumper of Nemechek, and see the green and white checkered flag from the right hand of Shannon Bednarik. And stage number 2 of the AdventHealth 400 is in the books. Top 10 will earn championship.
All right, so
points
Larson
for the
wins stage 2, joining Denny Hamlin as a stage winner.
Second, Tyler Reddick will come home third. Chase Elliott will go. Christopher Bell goes 5th. Bubba Wallace will be credited with 6th.
All 5 of the drivers on my fantasy team are in the top 5, says Hardnose. Nice.
Will be Ty Gibbs. 9th will be Chris Buescher.
Nice. I got to use the restroom, y'all.
Finishes the stage in 10th.
That top 10 of the stage presented by Sunoco Race Fuel with 0
I got to use the restroom, y'all. I'll be right back.
From fueling your favorite NASCAR teams
I'll be right back.
to filling up at the pump, Sunoco is trusted to help vehicles perform at their peak. Sunoco, performance is what we do.
What makes Toyota Racing? It's not just how we drive, it's why we drive. Bubba Wallace drives with resilience, building himself back up with a Toyota team that never lets him stay down. Jade Evadisian drives with determination to be faster, sharper, every lap, every day. Christopher Bell drives with inspiration, because when talent meets the perfect team, you don't just win, you inspire what comes next. Toyota Racing, your race, your story. NASCAR is a registered trademark of the National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing, LLC.
Relive the thrills of over 50 years of NASCAR racing with the Motor Racing Network's Classic
36th Annual Southern 500. They come down to the start-finish line. Bill Elliott and David Pearson get down.
We dig into the MRN audio vault for unforgettable races and moments.
Dale Jarrett's got the lead. Earnhardt's not going to get him. Dale Jarrett is going to win the Daytona 500.
Available on MRN.com and podcast platform.
Fallon Kowicki out of turn number 4. The new Winston.
Get him. Dale Jarrett is going to win the Daytona 500.
Available on MRN.com and podcast platform.
Fallon Kowicki out of turn number 4. The new Winston Cup champion. He does it across the line.
MRN Classic Races.
Hardy's caution number 2 flying of the AdventHealth 400 coming out for the end of the second stage. Pit road is not open yet.
MRN Classic Races.
Hardy's caution number 2 flying of the AdventHealth 400 coming out for the end of the second stage. Pit road is not open yet. The field is exiting turn number 4 with Kyle Larson atop the leaderboard. And when Kyle comes to the finish line, he will have led his 1,000th lap at this racetrack.
Got some points.
From Kansas Speedway, this is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
Now, here we go. So Larson wins the stage, y'all. Looks like they're still going around under caution on the bubbles. This one's been pretty boring, chat. Kato, where would you rate this race on an exciting scale, with 1 being boring as hell and 10 being a barn burner? Where would you rate it, chat? I'm going to give it a 2.5. I remember back in the day, Nufo couldn't keep 100 votes to his name, Bobby. Back in the day, Nufo couldn't keep 100 votes in his account to save his ass. Sans Killer, a lot of numbers. A lot of numbers there, y'all. Someone else sub. It fucked up my graphics. How many votes do I get if Chevy wins? It depends. It depends on what was gambled. It's a percentage type deal. It's definitely a percentage type deal. What are they having in the booth there? Boyer just handed something to Harvick. Harvick probably don't eat shit that isn't healthy. Oh, they're probably ribs, right? Kansas City? Harvick never eats nothing, I probably bet you.
Yeah, if you have just joined us, welcome aboard. We're glad to have you. We've been slowed 2 times for caution, both of them for the conclusion of
little
stages.
bastard.
At lap 80, we ended stage 1. At lap 165, we ended stage 2.
Yeah, so if you bet like 10,000, Chris, and someone else bets 50,000, well, you can't do that. Someone else bets 50.
Some of these race cars because,
you know, the amount won will be different.
A lot that anybody's been able to do with either Kyle Larson or Denny Hamlin. Hamlin's led the most laps so far today, a total of 83. Kyle Larson's led 76. Third on the lap leader count is Carson Hosfar.
3 said hard
been
nose.
in cycles of green flag pit stops. He's led a total of 6 laps. Tyler Reddick led from the pole position the opening 2 circuits of the race, and Chris Buescher led 1 single lap. And that too
Did you
was
buy
in
your
the round
Dodger
of a
jacket?
green
It
flag
says
pit
Bobby.
stop cycle. So you got to figure out something to do.
Were you on
and
last
if you
night,
can't get
Bobby,
speed,
when I
then at
showed
least try to
the
be third
hummingbird
best in
feeders?
today's race.
Kyle Larson is looking
Were
for
you
his
on
fourth
last night for
Kansas
that?
win. Denny Hamlin looking for his
I'm going to
fifth.
hang
Tyler
them
Reddick
bad boys
looking
right
for
after this
his second,
race
along
here.
with Chase Elliott looking for his second. Christopher Bell looking for his first. They are the top 5. Pit road is open, and everybody's going to come down for a fresh set of Goodyear
Here we
Eagle
go.
tires.
Pit road
and
open.
Sunoco Racing Fuel. Here's Larson, Reddick, Hamlin, and others. Christopher Bell's in first.
I was reckless.
Kansas
Points
win.
are
Denny
precious
Hamlin looking
nowadays.
For his fifth. Tyler Reddick looking for
All
his
about the
second,
pit
along
stops
with Chase
today
Elliott
says
looking for
DMC
his
putts.
Second. Christopher Bell looking for
No,
his
no,
first.
you can only make one bet, Chris.
Pit road is open, and everybody's
One
going to
bet,
come
brother.
down for a fresh set of Goodyear Eagle tires and Sunoco Racing Fuel. Here's Larson.
Yeah, I got a couple hummingbird feeders. One for the front of the house and one for the back. In memory of Isabella. And so she gonna come visit me in a hummingbird form here during the summer here.
Off the schneid a little bit better here. His teammate also in. He is down on the way.
Beautiful one.
It's going to be Christopher Bell first away here on this middle section of pit road. See,
They look like bottles, Bobby. I'll grab one here or ask the COO to bring me one. I'll show it to you.
On the short run, I know where else he's better. He's better on pit road. In fact, he's going to win the race off from pit road. He wins the battle off from pit road.
They look like red bottles, Bobby, that are upside down. Pretty cool.
Down in the corner. Ty Gibbs in a tight condition, but going back to
And we made the juice. COO made the juice this morning, so
Kyle Larson's crew, no adjustments.
it's cooled off now.
Spots on that sequence on pit road here at lap 169.
Yeah, they were beaten by Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell, and then Kyle Larson, the third, off of pit lane.
Former Speaker of the House.
Yes, she
Newt
will.
Gingrich
Yeah.
is strongly
I can't wait,
endorsing
Shelby. I want to try to
conservative
record
Rick
it.
Jackson for governor. Here's Newt.
Few fought harder for President Trump than me, but nobody will fight harder for you than Rick Jackson.
No, none of that shit. Come on now. None of that stuff, y'all. Anyway, I imagine they've come off pit road here, right? Look at Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell up in second, or showing in second. Bet Hyundai 10,000. Grand Prix of Long Beach next week. Excuse me. Yeah. COO making me some crackers from the charcuterie board she bought this week. Top of the fourth, Dodgers 3-0 now. Max Muncy singles, Pages scores, Call moves to second base, 3-0 Doyers. We lost a race car driver yesterday, says DG Bebb. Sans Killer says, hello, race fans. How the hell is your name so short now? Valhalla holla, says Go Nicole, my first time tuning into your NASCAR stream. Hello, Go Nicole. Hello. All right, let's get this radio.
Local radio station and
Nope. Not yet. Not yet, chat. 203 in the house. We're just over 5,000 views. Again, we are tracking that Dodger game, y'all. As a group, we are tracking it, so you will get updates. I just won't be calling the play-by-play during these NASCAR races.
New biggie deals.
New biggie deals?
New biggie deals. Choose one of Wendy's new biggie deals. For a pretty biggie deal, gotta be Wendy's. U.S. price and participation may vary.
This race has been dominated by Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson.
Is this AI, says Ash?
Laps.
Kind of.
Kyle Larson has led 77.
Kind of partial.
In a race that's only been slowed 2 times for caution. 1 at lap 80 for stage 1. 1 at lap 165 for stage 2.
Middle of the 4th, Dodgers 3, Rockies 0. I should have left those emojis up
it's Denny Hamlin leading.
for the
Christopher
update.
Bell is second. Kyle Larson is third. Tyler Reddick fourth. Bubba Wallace is fifth. With Ty Gibbs in sixth. Chris Buescher in seventh. Brad Keselowski in eighth. Carson Hocevar in ninth. And Chase Briscoe is rounding out the top 10 as we are getting ready to button up this second caution of the AdventHealth.
Here we go. We're about to get that last stage in here.
Looks like we're going to have 5 drivers that
172 of 267.
You got to do what you got to do when you're multiple laps down in today's race. Ross Chastain's going to be one of those drivers. He was 2 laps down, but you got old tires.
Don't think you lose, catcher. Just gain what portion of the loser left over.
Happen in the first 15 to 20 laps of this run, and hope that that's about what you can maintain in a lead lap.
Like and subscribe, says Carmen.
If there's one, that'll be a cycle.
Help grow this amazing channel.
Your opportunity to get those is diminishing.
So the field comes up off of turn number 4. The
go.
Whelen Engineering lights flicker above the Toyota pace cars.
I never remember if I'm supposed to go right or left on the light bar.
Lights are going to be turned off, and that is time to choose their restart lane, and it's presented by Freeway Insurance.
It says Hamlin, Bell, Larson, Reddick, your top 4.
Your way.
Denny Hamlin chooses inside of row 1 for the restart. Christopher Bell chooses to restart on the outside of that front row. Second row, you've got Tyler Reddick that will choose to start to the inside of Kyle Larson. Ty Gibbs chooses to start to the inside.
I have scored on a Ryan Ward single. Where's Ward playing in the field, DC? Where is Ward playing?
Has made the choice to re-choose on the outside of row 4. The field is doubling up behind the pace car. When they come back to the line, the green flag will fly.
77 in 9th place.
94 laps to go before they get to that green flag. They will enter the Poet Restart Zone, presented by Poet. Poet is proud to be the official bioethanol.
And the bubbles are already rolling.
NASCAR, delivering high
the bubbles are rolling at full tilt, y'all.
Carbon.
So the field now doubles up 2 by 2 as we get set. It's been a race of 2 long green flag runs from the initial start of the race of the AdventHealth.
Yeah, crazy, Davis. I agree.
Stage number 1, they went 80 consecutive laps.
Because the cars were so different, Chris. The cars were so different back then.
Consecutive green flag laps to where we are right now for this Hardy's caution flag that flew here for the conclusion of stage number 2.
Kansas restarts are always chaotic. We're about to see if everybody minds their manners and makes it into turn number 1. Pace car has made it to pit road, and here we go.
Here we
Denny
go.
Hamlin, Christopher Bell on the front row through the Poet Restart Zone.
No.
Green flag is up. Hamlin is away, and Bell's going to stay
Can
with
you
it.
bring me one of the
Everybody in double wide
please,
formation.
the red ones?
A rather tame restart, at least for the moment, in 1.
Couple of Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas nose to nose into turn number 1 on the inside.
Got you, bruh.
Here comes Bubba Wallace.
Ward batting 7th, playing first. Oh, subbing for Freddie. Getting Freddie a little rest.
Has been put in the middle. Give the third spot to
Ryan
Bubba.
Ward,
Second goes
number,
Christopher Bell. The leader
I think 10 prospect in the organization.
Track lets it drift wide.
Bobby,
crossing over, thinking about
here's
a
that
challenge for the
hummingbird
top
feeder,
spot.
bro.
Here comes Christopher Bell. He'll go to Denny
It's
Hamlin's
literally a
outside,
model.
headed to turn 1.
See Bell on the charge, top side. He'll lead by half a car length.
Pretty snazzy. We about to fill him up.
Bell up high.
Thank you, baby.
Hamlin down low. New leader, Christopher Bell.
Christopher Bell with a strong move on the outside.
Bell to the lead.
Takes the lead and now pulls away by about a car length or 2.
Got me some
over
crackers.
Denny Hamlin. Bubba Wallace still in
Some
third.
little crackers, y'all.
Side by side for fifth. And that is where Kyle Larson and Carson Hocevar almost come together off the corner. Hocevar slid on the racetrack. Larson did a great job of
Freddie on fraternity leave?
Reddick is after third.
Do you mean maternity?
Right now, are being challenged again right now. Around the outside, the spot will belong to Christer as the front 5, 6, 7 now go single file.
Everybody's starting to get in line and try to run their race as we enter the final stage outside of the top 5.
Oh, Freddie's wife having a baby.
Car right behind him, Chase Briscoe, did the same thing. Briscoe gathers it back up. He gets a full head of steam right now and applies the pressure to the back bumper of Hocevar.
Hocevar's got a handful of race car right now since the restart. He goes in midway up the banking in turn number 1, drifts all the way up to the safer barrier off 2.
A little bit further up, Kyle Larson now starting to draw a bead on Bubba Wallace. This is the fight for 4th. Wallace has it. Larson wants it away. Larson drops slow, gets to the inside of Wallace out of the corner.
Kyle Larson diving down to the bottom of the racetrack. Started the run down low, but Bubba Wallace too strong topside. Wallace able to hang on for 4th, Dave, at least for now.
He's got that number 4 position by about a car length. Kyle Larson sniffing the bottom again.
He's in the Dodger news.
He's got Chris Buescher only about 3 car lengths further back.
Buescher is not that behind Kyle Larson. Neither is the aforementioned Carson Hocevar. Everyone approaches the turn once again. Bubba Wallace up against the water barrier. Larson pounding away at the bottom.
Now Larson right there, but can't quite get the grip he needs.
So Bell checking out a bit here, y'all. Christopher Bell. That number 20 Toyota. It's 4 Toyotas up front.
And Ty Gibbs, they will settle that feud down for position as we're down to just 89 laps to go, Mike, here in the AdventHealth 400.
We're watching
He's a world-class baby
this
maker.
1.5 mile racetrack in Kansas Speedway came online back in 2001, the same year that the Chicagoland Speedway came online. And after being away from a few years, Chicagoland Speedway is back on the NASCAR calendar and landscape after racing in the streets of Chicago. General Manager Jackie Herrera.
Here's the vacuum cleaner rolling down the hallway, y'all.
4th of July weekend.
Colorado just scored.
Chicagoland Speedway. Welcome to the broadcast booth. How are we doing today?
Great,
Rumfield singles. Moniak scores. Goodman to second. Dodgers 3, Rockies 1.
Things are fans going to be in for once we get on property?
Well, you're in for a great time, I can tell you that much. We'll have family activities. We'll have a classic car corral. We'll have great entertainment this week or that weekend. Crossing my fingers, great weather as well, and great racing.
Of course, we haven't been to the track in a while. It's going to be great to go back. What are some of the things you're doing to the facility when the race fans come back? I know the regulars will enjoy being back, and we'll see some familiar things, but what's the work been like going on to get the Chicagoland Speedway back online?
To be honest, it's been quite the fun project for me. We have a great team out there. A lot of it is just cosmetic work. The facility has been kept in great condition.
You want turkey or ham?
Thanks to our strong full team out there, so we're excited.
Easy.
It's going to be a lot of fun, and I know tickets have been on sale. Ticket sales are going rather well, but there's still a handful of tickets remaining. How can folks buy tickets and come join us at Chicagoland Speedway?
Sure. Fans can purchase tickets online at chicagolandspeedway.com.
For all those that are curious, what all can they look forward to as on-track activity that weekend? Obviously, the NASCAR Cup Series will be there, but what other...
Dipping out. Be well, everybody, says DC. DC, thanks, man. Have a great day.
We'll have the ARCA on Friday. We'll have NASCAR O'Reilly on Saturday.
Have a great day, buddy.
Cup Series on Sunday.
Can't wait to get back. That's always been one of our fan favorites. It is one of the most competitive tracks that we have on the NASCAR landscape, just like this very racetrack at Kansas. The fans are looking forward to it. The garage is as well. We are as well here at the Motor Racing Network.
Bush down there in 35th.
4th of July weekend there in the Chicagoland area.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.
That's Jackie Herrera, General Manager.
Larson, the first Toyota in 5th.
Again, if you've not made your plans to join us 4th of July weekend, we're back in Joliet. We are back on the 1.5 mile. We can't wait to get there. ChicagolandSpeedway.com, your destination to be a part of all the fun when we make our return to that spectacular 1.5 mile racetrack.
84 to go here at Kansas in the AdventHealth 400. Christopher Bell leads Denny Hamlin, Tyler Reddick, Bubba Wallace, and Kyle Larson.
Wherever you
All right, we go to a commercial break, chat. We're on lap 20 of 102 in stage 3, race condition green. 185 of 267 in the race. We're almost 2 hours into it. 2 cautions, both of those cautions for the end of stage. 11 lead changes, 14 caution laps. Bell's lead over Hamlin is 0.5 seconds, so about a half second. 2.585 to Reddick, 4.9, almost 5 seconds back to Wallace in 4th. The AdventHealth 400 from Kansas Speedway, right here on Valhalla Sports Talk. 190 in the house, just over 5,500 views. This appears like it's going to be our worst NASCAR stream of the day. I mean, of the year, views-wise. Oh, it looks like the 54 car, Shelby. I just saw Gibbs hammering on his steering wheel. He's so angry.
Meet the all-new
Currently an eighth.
4000 Bluetooth scanner from Racing Electronics. Hear uncensored audio.
Rocky's base is loaded with one out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, chat.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation racer.
It's still in a commercial break on MRN. We're past halfway, by the way. Marky do. Oh no, says Shelby.
You're noticing changes? It could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
This is A.J. Allman.
Fever, the only prescription is more vacuum.
As the field continues to work under the green flag, Ross Chastain, who is one of the drivers that took the wave around a couple of laps ago, is now coming off the racetrack under green flag conditions. They were hoping for a quick caution, but did not get it. Today's broadcast is presented by Progressive Insurance.
Trouble for Chastain.
Motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. Visit progressive.com.
Christopher Bell has just led his 15th lap of today's AdventHealth 400. Of course,
Tiny bubbles.
Setting the pace and we're
going around my head.
Was chasing early on, but C. Bell right now has gotten his arms around this race, but Denny Hamlin, Dave, is staying with him at arm's length. Now they're
I know, says it's getting embarrassing what RCR is making a Hall of Fame driver look like. I agree.
Hamlin has whittled it down to 5 or 6 a time or two, but
I agree, hard nose.
Christopher Bell, Tim, is keeping a pretty good eye on the rearview mirror.
He is, Dave. Christopher Bell been running that outside lane along with Denny Hamlin, and even in lap traffic, Bell has been able to maintain that gap between him and his teammate.
The field works their way on the outside lane, with the exception of Ross Chastain.
What's his contract like?
On fresh Goodyear Eagle
hard
tires.
nose, do you know?
Blasting by Kyle Larson and others on the bottom side of the racetrack. Todd Gordon, we're down to 76 laps to go in the AdventHealth 400. I see that mind of yours beginning to
percolate. Got a bonus ham in this one, Thor. You know what that means?
Well, the thing that I'm thinking is several cars that have
that means you get it.
These cycles
bonus.
That have had right fronts or right rear tires that start to get to the point where they show cords. Well, this third stage, it's
no, Chastain's struggling.
Than we were at stage 2.
Chastain's struggling this year. You are correct.
At some place within this run, how will we attack this? Will we short pit? Will we try to get to halfway? Some of these crew chiefs are going to have to make decisions because they've been on the edge of tire wear.
Now, you've not had a lot of time to be on pit road. I mean, basically what you produced to the starting grid today, you've not had a chance to fine-tune, and I know that limits the adjustments and whatnot a crew chief can do. Are you wanting a caution? Do you want this to go to the end caution-free? We have had 0 cautions for spins or crashes today.
This is Kyle's last year with RCR as far as his contract?
Because we're able to put cars a lap down. If I'm anywhere like outside the top 5, I'd like a caution to reset to get a chance to work on your car. The other piece that happens if we get to green flag cycles, we've heard the balance is kind of going back and forth. Guys complain about the cars being a little too tight. But then under green flag cycles, when you come to pit road,
it's going to be one of those races where we have nothing the entire race, and then the last 20 laps is a wreck fest.
They get a little warm. Right off the bat, you set that car off a little bit freer. Green flag cycle will always be freer. The things that
didn't Trackhouse go through like some money problems?
If they want to slow the stop,
isn't Pitbull like out on Trackhouse?
They can sort their tire sets and maybe make a little bit of a stagger change. A 1/16 of an inch will make a difference.
How frustrating is it, though, on top of a pit box, knowing that
I don't know.
you could make some changes to a car to help it and maybe
I don't
gain
know,
some
I
more
don't
positions,
know.
but you just can't come off the racetrack under green conditions just yet.
Well, if you're going to do it in a pit stop and stick a wrench in the window, I want to do that under green. Because under green, if
What
I
did the
have
Rockies
a
do with
stop
bases
that's,
loaded?
say, 3/4 of a second slower, I may not lose a position. I only lose one. If I do that,
Still
under
says
caution,
3-1,
everybody
top of the
comes to pit
fifth,
road,
so that
goes
means
to
the
tail,
Dodgers are up.
3/4 of a second could be 5 or 6.
So they must have stranded those runners.
Go right now in the AdventHealth 400, and what Todd is describing, we expect there to be one more pit stop this afternoon. Steve,
Does Roki have 9 strikeouts, chat?
road at this stage of the race.
It's pretty much what Todd said, and it's been really like a fine line between loose and tight. And
No,
the
no
other thing I think
strikeouts.
that's been interesting is short run fire
I was gonna
speed
say.
versus long speed. Kyle Larson has historically had good long
No
run speed,
strikeouts,
although
no
this
walks
one,
for
his car is
Roki.
very tight. Denny Hamlin needed better fire-off speed. He's been good on the long run. So it's a balance between tight and loose. It's also a balance
Oh no, they're still
between
up.
short run
These
and
fools
long
are.
run
It
speed.
says batter Hunter
The problem is
Goodman.
You want good long run speed, but you
I
can't
don't know.
give up too much on the short run. I want to note something because I heard a conversation with Billy
Pitbull
Scott
left track house
talking with Tyler Reddick
last
Todd
year.
Gordon just referenced the tire sets, the tire matches. Billy Scott just told Tyler Reddick our 3 best tires, sets of tires we will use in this run, and that is the stagger. That is the subtle differences between these Goodyear tires. So, Todd's totally right. We're looking at all the
They're
finer
rebuilding
details
this
and
year?
finer points to try to get these cars to the end, but it's a balancing act with all essence of this thing. These race cars, especially when you have 3 or 4 that are as good as we have today, it is the finer points that are going to be what determines who wins this race this afternoon.
And Jason Toy, you currently have the race leaders pick.
All right, about
That's Christopher
75 to
Bell.
go, y'all.
Bell is a driver with crew chief Adam Stevens. That
Oh,
have
no,
been
no.
methodical
67
today,
to
but now
go.
that they've gotten the lead. They don't necessarily want to
We're
give
getting
this
near
up
the end of
just
this bad
easily.
boy.
No, they don't at all, and they're very happy with the way the balance of the race car is.
Roki is not
Interesting
dealing.
listen between Christopher and his spotter tap boy. Very experienced, winning
Now, for a minute there, I thought it said 9 strikeouts.
What's happening behind him? Yeah, you got the occasional cars that are in front of you, but what's happening behind you? What's Denny Hamlin doing different than what you're doing?
I don't really understand. Oh, there we go. Otani's up.
But overall, the balance very,
Otani's
very
up.
good in the race car. Now, the other side of that, we talked about Chase
Strikes
Elliott
out
earlier,
swinging.
and how
Otani
they're up
strikes
in the
out
top 5,
swinging.
they're making some things happen. The last pit stop, they got stuck behind Austin Cindric, and just before they came down, the
Hey,
choreograph
Kubler.
between
Yeah, 3-1, right, Cubes?
with Chase Elliott was to start short in the pit box, meaning towards the front end or towards the back end of the pit box is where they wanted to stop at an angle. The problem is when Austin Cindric came in behind them, he stopped short.
Well, I
as
don't have
well,
my
so
lap
it
counter
punched
ain't very
things up.
nice
They had to
looking.
back up. They lost a lot of spots on pit road, but since then he can't find the balance back in that dirty air. So a lot of these teams are trying to make the adjustments, timing out what they need to. What could be with the long green flag runs we've had, could be that final pit stop here a little bit later on.
Chase Elliott was in the mix a little bit ago, and with what Jason has described, finds him now 11th on the leaderboard. He's 13.8 seconds behind Christopher Bell. And as Todd Gordon mentioned a few moments ago, I'm sure Alan Gustafson, that Napa number 9 team, would love to see a caution and an opportunity to regroup and give it another go. Of course, Alex, we talk about Chase having problems. Kyle Larson has also gotten shuffled back in the pack. He led 77 laps
Doyers.
earlier. He now finds himself 5th on the leaderboard, and even in 5th, he's 8 seconds behind.
Where's our boy Hotsavar at, Carmen? He's still in 7th.
Back there in some of that
Triple sevens.
turbulent air, what we call dirty air in NASCAR racing, but they're having to deal with it, and they still have.
So Bell's
at
lead
least
over
one
Hamlin
more
is
pit
down to
stop
less than
remaining,
a
depending
second.
on if we have any other caution flags fly or not.
Bell's
At least
lead over
one more
Hamlin
stop.
less
Green
than a
could have been
second.
caution. Time will tell.
1.6 back to Reddick in third.
Post-race show to learn who runs the Xfinity fastest lap, celebrating their speed on the track and the reliable performance Xfinity brings to your home. The driver with the fastest lap of the
Time
race
is that Dodger
will claim
game tomorrow?
one championship point just by running the Xfinity fastest lap.
Down here, Ryan Blaney gets 4 tires.
Commercial break, chat. Commercial break. I'm looking to see what time that Dodger game is tomorrow. Looks like it's a 5:40 start, California, Arizona time. 8:40 on the East Coast. So I'll be doing that game faux show. Probably in some pain. And then Tuesday, The Dodgers are in San Francisco, a 6:45 start. I'll be streaming that as well. The Dodgers play every day this week. Every day, Monday through Sunday. Who we got on the bump tomorrow? Robleski tomorrow versus Quintana. And then Yamamoto in that game 1. I think they're all lined up for the Giants. Yamamoto game 1. And then Ohtani in game 2. I'll be streaming both of them, y'all. Be streaming them both. I like how Hosevar's name takes his promo pic with a giant cowboy hat. Yeehaw, says D-Run. All right, let's see if they're back on MRN.
1993, the NASCAR Cup Series season kicked off with the Dale and Dale Show Daytona 500.
Dale Jarrett's got the lead. He goes to the inside. Earnhardt's not going to get him. Dale Jarrett is going
That's
to
my
win.
baby demon. This is Carmen. Stage 3, lap 42 of 102, 207 of 267 in the race. So 60 to go. 2 hours, 6 minutes into it. Just 2 cautions, both for the end of stage. 11 lead changes, 14 caution laps. Christopher Bell, your leader by 1.127 over Denny Hamlin. I'm not sure why Reddick's time is looking so weird there, y'all. Reddick's time is showing a weird number. Because he's about to pass Hamlin. Reddick trying to add to his season lead of wins.
Classic races.
Nice, says D-Rock.
Welcome back to Kansas Speedway. 60 laps to go in the AdventHealth 400. We just had a for the second position in front of Dave Moody.
Tyler Reddick has been slowly but surely chasing down the Denny Hamlin machine. Finally caught him. Took him about 2 laps to finally make his way to the low line and take over that runner-up position.
Now Tyler Reddick wants to set his sights on current race leader.
All right, we got 190 in the house. We've kind of stopped increasing our views today, but anyway, we're approaching 6,000.
And the leader, Christopher Bell, is in lap traffic. Tyler Reddick goes to the inside of Connor Zilic in turn 3. Christopher Bell trying to get around Tyler.
Here comes Christopher Bell to the bottom of the racetrack. He'll dial up that low lane, trying to ease under Ty Dillon. But Tyler Reddick, Dave, has the heaviest lifting of the two.
Yeah, he does. No question about it. He is in heavy traffic right now. He's going to go up the middle. He'll split. Chastain on the inside. Van Gisbergen
still 3-1. Doyers.
Ross Chastain also there as
we're halfway there. Ooh, living on a prayer. Take my hand and we'll make it, I swear. Ooh, living on a prayer.
Ty Dillon car who really slams on the brakes. He's going to make his way to the pit lane. Down to 57 laps to go in the AdventHealth 400.
We appreciate y'all, bro. Thank you, Cha D. Conway. Thank you, Cha. You guys thought, you Dodger fans thought you were going to miss the living on a prayer. You thought wrong.
Motorcycle, RV, ATV. Progressive protects them all.
Did you like it, Cody?
At progressive.com. Todd?
Well, my three key progressive keys to race. The first one was finding balance that allows you running multiple lanes for traffic.
Sorry, Cody.
As Dave talked about, drivers working all over this racetrack to kind of find out where the speed in their car is and where they can go with clean air.
It sounds just like him. It sounds just like John Bon Jovi. Bell's lead almost a full second now over Reddick, who's moved into second.
As you take air out of the rear tires, the diffuser gets lower. It makes more.
We ran off like 15 there, y'all.
I wonder if some of these crew chiefs are continuing.
I ran off like 15.
Closer and closer to that edge as we later in this race trying to chase down that speed. And the third piece, and this should be coming up here soon.
Come on, y'all.
Aggressive on the short
Come on,
pit
y'all.
call,
I'm just trying to provide a little entertainment.
We don't need to end up throwing away.
Trying to
having
provide a
to
little
pass through
entertainment
because of a
here in
penalty,
what has been
or
an
returning for a
absolutely
loose wheel.
mind-numbing,
We wanna be aggressive
boring
on the
NASCAR
front
race.
side of this and making some track position.
There will be one pit stop to go here coming up in the AdventHealth 400. One scheduled final pit stop.
People get busy on
Get a
Sunday
caution lane
prepping
in
for
this
the
race
week.
That could
This is
totally
D-Rock,
change
yeah.
that dynamic. But right now we're watching Christopher Bell keep Tyler Reddick about a second behind him. And guys, this goes back to our practice and qualifying conversation we had yesterday. We knew and we could tell that Christopher Bell had speed in that Toyota Camry. They showed it yesterday in practice. They obviously showed it in qualifying, and they've not wavered all weekend long. This has been a solid weekend for Adam Stevens and Christopher Bell and that Joe Gibbs Racing team.
And today
Almost
in the
time
race,
to hang
it's
up
been
some
more of a
hummingbird feeders.
crescendo because the first stage they were good, but they were
I'm easily
dominated, as
entertained,
everybody
chat.
was, by
Easily
Denny Hamlin
entertained.
in the opening stage. Stage 2, they were good. Even better than what they were in
Bell's
stage
lead now,
number 1.
0.41.
But Christopher Bell and his team were then dominated, like everybody
Preppers.
else, by Kyle Larson in stage 2. But here,
Hockey
in the
playoffs
final
have started.
stage, Christopher Bell and his team now have begun to get better. They've gotten the lead, and they are maintaining that track position. They're running some of the fastest, most consistent laps.
And the short pitting has begun in front of Jason
Uh-oh.
Toy.
James Small, the crew chief here
Pitting
for Chase
time.
Briscoe. He made the call.
Some
The
folks
Toyota
short
down,
pitting.
A little slow on the left side.
Trying to
So
gain
no
a little
fuel is
advantage.
gonna be for the final time for Chase Briscoe.
About
Peeling
50
off
to
pit
go,
road.
chat.
Coming on the pit road, Denny Hamlin, Steve Post headed your way.
Denny Hamlin's crew was on pit wall, and as soon as Chase Briscoe hit pit road, Chris Gale made the call to bring Denny Hamlin in. We're 52 laps from the end. Here is Denny Hamlin, brings it into the attention of the crew. The car was good.
And when Briscoe on pit road.
Lost a little bit right there at the end. Going to be a half a
Blackhawks and hockey.
4 tires, Sunoco Racing Fuel. Left side tires off. Left side a little slow on the left front. The tire changer, the tire carrier.
Uh-oh, hard nose, 3 footballs.
As they were a little slow on the front.
3 footballs for hard nose on the slots.
Dillon is in getting pit service as well here on lap 216.
Austin Cindric comes onto the pit lane. Alex Bowman will pit as well. Let's cover the Cindric stop.
Time to open the floodgates and everybody making their way
Rockies
down.
just
Austin
scored.
Cindric, after they saw the first car make a stop, they said it's time to come in with the 4. Right side work complete. They'll swing around the jack to the left side. One
See
car
what they
up
did.
in the air. Austin Cindric with a good afternoon of racing so far here today, trying to finish it off solid.
Joey Logano on the pit lane as well as he makes his way in that bright green Hunt Brothers Pizza Ford. Ty Gibbs is
Hey,
on the pit
Karros
lane.
hits
Let's
a
follow
bomb
Joey
to left
Logano's
center.
Joey Logano had a good stage 1. It hasn't been good since then now as the speed is
Karros hits a bomb to left center, 448. He got all of it. He got all of it. But the Dodgers still lead 3-2. 3-2.
He cued the radio about 15 laps ago and he said, guys, it's starting to free up. Let's go. He is ready to go now. We'll see how much position they lost out on the racetrack, though, during those runs when the car was tight.
54 on pit road with Shelby Minnick on board.
As well. More cars in front of you, Jason.
His teammate Brad Keselowski is in. The long run has been the good run for them. They have been very happy with the race car. No adjustment for Brad Keselowski. Just Sunoco fuel for Goodyear Racing Eagles, and they'll get down on the way. See post.
Lap 218, Kyle Larson reported on this run the car got tight. So Cliff Daniels is going to free it up just a little bit.
How many we got left on the lead lap, chat? I think just 10. I think there's just 10 on the lead lap.
It looks like they have
As
a
of
tire.
now,
The
anyway.
left tire was not tightened up. He had to back into his pit box. A rough start for
As of right now, chat.
Riley Herbst having a top 15 run. He's getting pit service. Jason, looks like Chris Buescher's in front of you.
Chris Buescher making his stop as well early on in this race. Started courting those tires. Since then, things have been looking great. No adjustments here for Buescher. He's down on the way as he pulls out in front of John Hunter Nemechek. John Hunter Nemechek getting 4 tires and fuel for him. His teammate was in earlier. Also, we saw William Byron come in. William Byron with a lightning fast pit stop to make up some ground. See, folks.
I have 45 on pit road.
Down pit road, agonizing at 45 miles per hour. Here's Bubba Wallace into his crew. It has been a good
Larson
solid
short
top
pitting,
line
good
run for
idea.
Bubba.
Well, a lot of people
And
did.
here's Tyler Reddick as the very first pit
Almost the
box.
entire
They
field
left
at
the
this
low
point.
Speed on the car. No adjustments. 4 tires. Sunoco Racing Fuel. Good looking pit stop for Tyler.
All right, here
Reddick.
comes Bell.
Much better pit stop for Chase Elliott, the Napa Chevrolet. 4
Bell to
tires
pit
and
road.
fuel. They made a little bit of an adjustment for him to try to help him fire off a little better. But after the last pit stop, this one much, much better.
Race leader Christopher Bell just wrapping up his pit service in front of Jason.
Christopher Bell just coming to the.
Once saw Mickey Mantle hit a home run that cleared the roof at old Detroit Tiger Stadium. Not sure if the ball has come down yet.
Very fast pit stop there for Christopher Bell.
Says Spy Man.
Christopher Bell come off pit road.
Can someone
Denny
please
Hamlin
subscribe that has a short name, please?
Will bypass Seabell going into turn number
Someone
1.
please
We're gonna see
subscribe.
how all this shuffles out, but we could have a couple of adjustments on the leaderboard through this final cycle of green flag pit stops.
There's still drivers that have yet to make a stop. Daniel Suarez is up to the second spot currently. He still needs to make a pit stop himself. So there's some changing of the guard here once this wraps up, Todd.
And this lap right here is the actual physical
Appreciate it,
splitting
Billy.
in half. So that's what Adam
Appreciate
Stevens
it, Billy.
did with Christopher Bell's crew.
Welcome to the
is they
stream,
went
man.
To the point that they're going to run
I try to do all the
46
cup
laps
races
on
every
each
week.
green flag laps on each set of tires. They went to this. They didn't short pit like the rest of them. We'll see whether they can recover
So
from
Daniel
it.
Suarez
has a problem. He nearly got the wall midway in turn 2. The car would not turn. He's off the pace and headed for pit road.
Watching him down to the bottom of the racetrack, Daniel Suarez is going to bring that Spire Motorsports Chevrolet onto the pit lane. His pit stop will be taking place at
Come on,
lap
somebody hit that
223.
sub button,
I want to
please.
back up to something you said a moment ago about short pitting and getting the advantage of maybe a couple of laps here, a couple of laps there could play into one's hands. Watching Denny Hamlin on the racetrack right now, and the separation
Hamlin
that
back
he
to the top,
has
y'all.
over Christopher Bell.
Hamlin,
Basically,
Reddick,
it's the
Bell.
length of the back straightaway. What is the difference there between the two?
5.7 seconds right now, and that's the difference of
43
coming
to
in
go,
6 laps
says
earlier.
FJB.
He was behind him by a margin, but by coming 6 laps earlier, he's been able to run the faster lap times on new tires, while Christopher Bell is running the slower lap times on his older tires. Now Christopher Bell has to make up that over 5-second gap.
But he'll have fresher tires. You just can't use those tires up if you're Christopher
So
Bell.
Hamlin was
Trying
one of
to
the
run
first to
down
come to
Denny
pit
Hamlin.
road,
You gotta
right?
have something to race with later on. 43
Hamlin was
laps
one of the
remain
first to
in
short pit,
today's
and it
race.
got him a
Means we're entering the go
3.3
zone,
second
presented
lead
by
over
Zone
Reddick.
Nicotine pouches. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Underage sale prohibited. Whether you're a fan of mint,
Bush
subtle, or
34th,
spicy,
WTF.
you'll find a
Yep.
winner. Get 20% off at
Yep.
NicoKick.com/zone when you use promo code RACING20.
Have you seen what's happening in Richmond?
They've gone nuts.
Spamberger was supposed to be
Oh,
a
let's turn this
moderator.
off. Let's do a rundown. We're on lap 62 of 102 in stage 3, 227 to 267 in the race. 2 hours, 17 minutes in. We've had a whopping 2 cautions, both for end of stage, 13 lead changes, 14 caution laps. Denny Hamlin is your leader. His lead over Tyler Reddick is now down to 2.852. It's 4.946 back to Christopher Bell in third. Kyle Larson, 6.478 back. The AdventHealth 400, we're getting near the end of this bad boy. From Kansas Speedway, Denny Hamlin, your leader, currently in a commercial on MRN. Does you all not know how to hit the sub button? Is there not a single person in here that has not subscribed to this channel? I don't believe it. I don't believe it, chat. Hit all the buttons. Hit them all.
And then Christopher Bell goes third, Kyle Larson fourth, and Bubba Wallace rounds out the top 5. 40 laps to go in the AdventHealth 400 from Kansas Speedway. This is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
Oh, they okey-doked me again, y'all. They okey-doked me. Roki shouldn't be starting. He's good for 1 or 2 innings. Uh-oh. Let me go peek in to Dodgerland. Colorado has tied it now, 3-3. Colorado has tied that game 3-3. Julian singles the center, and McCarthy scores. And the Rockies tie it up at 3 in the bottom of the 5th with 2 away. Carmen Allen. Carmen Dawn.
Medical and physical conditions, life-changing experiences that are fun, empowering, and always.
Is
free for
Roki still
families.
out there?
Please help Vic.
Hiroki's still out there. Moniak flies out to center. MRN.
37 laps to go here at Kansas Speedway. Christopher Bell, who's led a lot of this race, Mike, may have himself a problem coming off turn 4.
He was very slow coming off the corner. Looking at the right rear, it looks like that the yellow paint on those Goodyear Eagles is gone. Tim Catalfan, we'll take a look at it. Here he comes by you.
Christopher Bell running right up against the outside
When
wall.
Christopher Bell got into the wall a bit.
On that car, but he definitely did slow coming off of the corner the last time by.
36 laps to go. Today's broadcast is presented by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. Visit Progressive.com.
Well, we talked a moment ago about how Christopher Bell was 5 seconds behind the race leader. He's almost 8 seconds behind the race leader. Let's give you a full field rundown. We'll also keep tabs.
They're going to give you a field rundown. I'll scroll as they do it.
Is second. Kyle Larson has now gone to third, with Christopher Bell falling to
my
fourth.
right,
Bubba
your
Wallace
left.
is in the 5th position. 6. Oh, and Bubba Wallace and Christopher Bell getting twisted up now coming off the corner. Bubba did a slide job right across the nose of C. Bell. So he will go to 4th, and Bell will fall to 5th. 6th is Ty Gibbs. Brad Keselowski is 7th. Chase Briscoe is 8th. Chris Buescher 9th, and Austin Cindric is 10th.
11th is Carson Hocevar. 12th is Chase Elliott. Ryan Preece goes 3rd. Alex Bowman is 14th, and Corey Heim 15th. Riley Herbst is 16th. 17th is William Byron. 18th, currently the last car on the lead lap, is Austin Dillon. 19th is Todd Gilliland, and Daniel Suarez is 20th.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is 21st. John Hunter Nemechek is 22nd. John Hunter is 2 laps in arrears. So is Eric Jones in 23rd.
Riding outlawed.
is 24th. Zane Smith is 25th. Ryan Blaney 2 laps down in 26th. AJ Allmendinger in 27th.
Had a good day for Blaney.
3 laps down in 28th is Ross Jane. So is Joey Logano in 29th, and Ty Dillon in 30th.
31st is Noah Gregson. 32nd, Connor Zilic. 33rd is Josh Berry. 34th, Michael
Can't figure out Roki's leg extension.
Goes 35th. Cody Ware 36th, and Kyle Busch is 4 laps down in 37th.
So watching Denny Hamlin reassuming the
Kyle
lead.
Busch
He is
dead
now
last.
for 100 laps
Holy
this afternoon.
shit.
He has just reclaimed the lead for the 5th time of the day. Joe Gibbs Racing and Toyota, large and in charge. It's been a Toyota racing weekend. Gio won the Arcotide 150 yesterday. He had the Taylor Gray car.
Told you 11 was good on the long run, says D-Rock.
O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race. And today, surprise, surprise, Joe Gibbs Racing looking for yet another win here at the Kansas Speedway. Denny Hamlin is looking to provide that win, and he's in shape right now, 3.1 seconds ahead of his Toyota teammate in Tyler Reddick.
Jason Toy, you've been down there eavesdropping on the Christopher Bell radio. He's back to 5th. What
They're
was
taking
the
Roki out,
issue
says
with the
Marco
race car?
Cimalo.
One of the biggest things is you want to try to get to the outside, close to the wall as you can without making contact. Well, occasionally it might suck you into the wall, too, if you have it break loose. That's what happened. Couldn't get it off the wall for a little bit.
Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night, y'all, for Dodgers versus Rockies, Game 4.
Right now, nothing is rubbing. They're going to try to get regrouped. Tabloid, his spotter, said, all right, settle down. You got 35 laps to go. You can make up some ground.
So that's the update from Christopher Bell after making contact with the wall, and that cost him on the racetrack.
Oh, no, I'm good. Thank you, baby.
It cost him on the exchange of pit stops coming in later than Denny Hamlin. And then with that contact in the outside wall, he has now fallen to 5th. C-Bell is 9 seconds behind Denny Hamlin. Dave, it's amazing how
Alex Vesey is checking in.
Here in Kansas, they ebb and they flow. There's comers and there's goers, but
I'll
Denny
probably
Hamlin,
watch the end of it after
obviously
this race,
dominated,
y'all.
but whenever we come to Kansas,
But that
Denny
nap
Hamlin
is calling
seems to be a
me
mainstay
hard.
here at this mile-and-a-half racetrack.
Yeah, Denny's got this place figured out for a long time now. He has continued to assert his dominance at the front of the field. Kyle Larson had a good long run at the front, has some work to do to get back there. Tyler Reddick seems like he's been first.
Oh, we got a bird fight out here or something. They're loud as hell right now.
Usual customers at the front of the pack.
Hamlin's lead over Reddick, 2.945.
He's won the last 2 races on mile-and-a-half racetracks, and he looks to be in command of this one today.
Bobby Hill, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. Thank you, Bobby.
Has this under control. Good good battle further back between Bubba Wallace, Christopher Bell, and others as they come off the corner. Here's Christopher and Bubba. They've been swapping that spot around for the last couple of laps or so. And here's Christopher Bell around the outside. He will bypass Bubba Wallace, but Bubba's not letting him get too far away as that battle continues for the 4th spot.
So Hamlin passing the number 8 of Kyle Busch as we speak.
Now Christopher's back on his rhythm, and he's retaken the spot.
Bell goes to 4th. Bubba Wallace has been kicked back to 5th, but it's been a solid day for Bubba Wallace. He is now only a couple of kicks behind Christopher Bell.
There's an interesting race at the front of the field, and it involves cars that are not on the same
Remember, these two got into it in the media this week.
Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch and Hamlin, they're talking about it right now.
Made an assessment of Kyle Busch and things that are going on with him and his race team. Well, Kyle responded yesterday, and you can tell that perhaps maybe the comments that Denny made did not set quite well. Dave, on the racetrack right now, they've not made contact, but Kyle Busch has made Denny Hamlin's life not the most pleasant he could make it.
He says, told you Bubba was running tough. All Jordan top finish. Let's go.
Denny Hamlin's life miserable. He did not choose to do so there. Hamlin made his way past, and now it's pulled away.
So Denny Hamlin continues to have a 2-second lead over Tyler Reddick. Reddick, however, the last couple of laps tied with 26 to go in the race, has been the fastest race car on the track.
And he's closed up almost a second on Denny, but that's because Denny had to kind of tiptoe his way around Kyle Busch in lap traffic here.
What do we got here, y'all?
The last run really ran down Denny, passed him, and was running
like
down
22 to go.
As we got to the cycle there. The long run speed in this 45.
Hamlin, Reddick, Larson, Bell, Wallace, Gibbs, Kozlowski, Buscher, Hocevar.
Denny Hamlin and Tyler Reddick, and then Kyle Larson hovers back there in position number 3. Right now, it's all Denny Hamlin as he continues on cruise control at this point of the race.
Yeah, he has. So Denny Hamlin, you know, when you think about this, you go to the platform to have a show like he has and a podcast. It's part of the job to have hot takes. It's part of your job to give blunt and honest opinions of your own. But you got to be able to have the backlash that could come along with it. And that's what's been going on.
Oh, I'm sure this will be a topic of conversation this week. Denny Hamlin, though, he will be also creating another conversation.
You got him? Good,
He is able to take the checkered flag today in this AdventHealth 400. He is 23 laps away from doing it, and his lead right now is a tad over 2 seconds over his employee, Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick, of course, driving for 23XI Racing.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you there, Nufo. It might be better, but I don't know who they're going to put in his spot. Let him do some mid-relief. I agree. Let him do some mid-relief, get his confidence built up or something, or mechanics or something. We're coming to the end of this, y'all. We're through 5, though, in Colorado. Dodgers 3, Rockies 3. Seems like they did that, says Kami Kochi. Well, yeah, kind of last year, huh? Yeah, I don't know what the answer is there. I know they don't want to give up on him, but I know they don't want to give up on the youngster. It's definitely not for want. It's definitely not for want with Roki. He wants to be great. What are we doing on our end?
Bubba Wallace rounding out the top 5. From Kansas Speedway, this is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR. Your engines, NASCAR fans.
Yeah, he started the year down there. I agree, Kami. And he was dominating down there, too. He was doing really well. Let's go Team Jordan. This is Nufo. So about, 27 to go? Coming up on 27 to go, chat. 2:29 into the race. Hamlin's lead, 1.53 over Reddick. I got to say, if you're Hamlin, the one car you did not want behind you that can see you is Tyler Reddick. How many races this year has he won coming out of nowhere at the end there.
Junior's journey. Jeff Gordon, a colorful career. 50 years of MRN. The 1993 season.
Come on, boys. So Talladega next week, y'all. Wonder if that's a day race. Probably a day race. I think the night one is later in the year. All right, here we go. This should take us to the end.
In the AdventHealth 400 at the Kansas Speedway, and Denny Hamlin has a 1.5 second lead over the last handful of laps. Tyler Reddick is starting to whittle away at the deficit, and it's setting up for whose tires are best and who has enough to perhaps maybe take some wind out of the sails of Denny Hamlin.
And at the moment, I anticipate much lap traffic to come into play, Dave. Austin Dillon, the last car in the lead lap, has got a good football field between himself and the race leader.
Yes, and he's running a reasonable pace as well, so Denny won't be catching him anytime soon. Tyler Reddick is trying to do away with the Ricky Stenhouse Jr. machine.
Tyler Reddick comes up on the back bumper.
Lizzie Donuts says Reddick's going to get it.
Goes low in turn 3 and easily completes that pass.
Says he's going to get
Reddick
it.
has won the Daytona 500. He won at Atlanta. He's won on the road course in Austin, Texas, and at Darlington.
Bogey is 1.30 now.
Win total. Denny Hamlin, Dave, looking for win number 2 after claiming checkers
What's up, Jay
earlier in
Ramos?
Las Vegas.
No question about it. He's had this race in the palm of his hand over the last few laps, but there's also notion, Tim, that Tyler Reddick is beginning to close the margin.
And Tyler Reddick definitely is slowly starting to reel in Denny Hamlin. The question
We need
is
Hamlin to run out of gas, is Newfo.
Or is he just trying to take care of his equipment?
That is the million-dollar question at the moment. Denny Hamlin has led the most laps today. He's about to lead his 117th lap, but I caution everybody that
nothing, Candace, nothing. Just the 2 cautions were for end of stage.
Kansas races. They go back to turn 1.
The only thing we know for sure right now is that Tyler Reddick's letting it all hang out. Everything he's got right now to try and run down Denny Hamlin.
It definitely go time for Tyler Reddick. His black and white Toyota.
Hamlin moving up in the top 10 career win category.
Wall in turn 3, trying to chase down Denny Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin got a bit loose coming out of turn 2 on that.
Can't watch
lap.
on Fox because they're fighting with Xfinity.
1.1 seconds a lap ago. Here they are across the start-finish line. Let's see what it is now. It is 0.9 of a second the separation.
Ooh, under a second now. Under a second.
Trying to hunt down Denny Hamlin, who's a little tail happy off again.
It was a good set of corners the last time by for Tyler Reddick. We'll see what he does this time in turn 3. Both Hamlin and Reddick go to the outside wall.
Clean racetrack in front of them for the moment. They're going to continue to fight this out amongst themselves. Off turn number 4 down to the line. 13 laps to go. Denny Hamlin leads, and he's got a hard charging Tyler Reddick behind him.
Nobody in the business.
Let me close betting, y'all.
The air to try and keep someone behind him than Denny Hamlin. But right now, Tyler Reddick's got the faster race car.
And it's roughly about 7 car lengths separating the leader, Denny Hamlin, from the second place driver of Tyler Reddick. Reddick dips this time just a little bit lower in turn 3 than Denny Hamlin.
3 car lengths separate the top 2. Turn number 4, they come to the line. A dozen laps left in the AdventHealth.
Who we rooting for here? If it's these 2, y'all, who we going to root for?
Reddick is rolling.
I think I want Reddick to get him.
And he's closing in on the back bumper of the Denny Hamlin machine. He runs a little bit lower through 1 and 2 to get clean air across the nose of that Toyota.
Live standings, Reddick's lead over Hamlin, like 75 points.
Continuing to close on Denny Hamlin.
Xfinity has the channel blocked.
3 consecutive laps. Hamlin in
Not
the
good. I remember going through that with DirecTV all the time.
It down to 3 car lengths.
Not so much with Hulu yet.
2 car lengths by the time they get to turn 1.
It's no longer measured in seconds. Now 2 car lengths and not many of them. Here comes Reddick. He's right up on the back bumper. He's looking to the inside as they race off turn 2.
Tight battle for the lead in the closing laps here at Kansas Speedway. Denny Hamlin and Tyler Reddick, 2 in the best of the business, going at it.
Al Larson in 3rd. Should these guys tangle?
He's there.
Tyler Reddick easing down to the inside of the racetrack, looking to take the lead for what would be his 2nd time of the afternoon. He's there. Quarter panel up alongside. Battle for the lead. 10 laps to go in Kansas.
Black car
and to go.
About 10 or 12 car lengths ahead, but it's not going to matter. Reddick dive bombs to the inside.
Damn.
Tyler Reddick takes
wow.
the back straightaway.
What a move by
What a dominating early season for Reddick, y'all.
Reddick's lead this time in turn 3. About a car length.
What a dominating. early season for the 45 team.
But they are closing in on the last car on the lead lap. That's Austin Dillon. They've only got 10 car lengths before they get to Dillon with 9 laps to go.
Down the back straightaway into turn 1. The Dillon car still 7 or 8 car lengths away. Denny Hamlin is not done yet. He takes a lower line, tries to take a look to the inside, but he hasn't got the momentum.
Hamlin is definitely up on the wheel right now. He chops a car length off of the gap between him and Tyler Reddick. This time in turn 3.
Larson in third is like 11 seconds back, y'all. Not a factor. Not a factor.
Top side, Tyler Reddick splitting the difference of the banking, coming down to the start-finish
Number
line. Denny Hamlin is now 3 car lengths in arrears with now 8 laps to go.
And there's more lap traffic dead ahead. The Shane Van Gisbergen.
I bet Reddick 10,000. Michael Jordan on pit road.
As Austin Dillon moves under him.
This lap traffic could make things interesting. Shane Van Gisbergen becomes a gentleman. He allows these 2 drivers.
Hard nose says Reddick for me because I'm riding with him. Hard nose in that 45.
That is the exact same line that race leader Reddick is running behind him. 3 car lengths before they catch him. Denny Hamlin has
Can't even watch on the Fox Sports app.
This one is far from over. Denny Hamlin is right there on the back bumper of Tyler Reddick. Reddick is going to have to go to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to make the move on Dillon. Nothing there. Hamlin's on the back bumper.
Here comes Denny Hamlin. He got a nice launch out of turn number 2, and now he pulls to the inside of Tyler Reddick. They are side by side in lap.
Oh my goodness!
Side by side, they race off the corner. Hamlin's there, but Reddick is stronger from the top.
The Dillon car right in front of him, y'all.
Austin Dillon directly ahead. Reddick reclaims the lead and 3 car lengths in the process.
Spectacular battle here in the closing laps at Kansas Speedway. Tyler Reddick back in command. He leads by 3 car lengths, still unable to deal with the Austin Dillon machine.
And the problem for Tyler Reddick is Austin Dillon is running the same
LA 4, Colorado 3.
Against the fence. So if he's going to make this pass, he's going to have to change up his line.
But with older tires, Denny Hamlin can go to the bottom, but he just
Freeland singles, call scores, Kim to third.
3 cars right together, the lead car being the last car on the tail end of the lead lap. That's Austin Dillon.
If Tyler Reddick had a hand grenade, he'd lob it at Austin Dillon right now. Anything to get Dillon out of the way. Austin this time goes all the way to the very bottom of the racetrack.
Dillon will try to stay low coming off of turn number 2. Allow Reddick to bypass him to his right side. Denny Hamlin will try to do the same, still separated by 2 car lengths.
Now it's going to open up to 3. They are bypassing the lap car of Austin Dillon. 2 more directly ahead. One being
There's the Reddick fan in the chat. Hard Nose has him in the car pick contest.
Now Tyler Reddick is opening things up to 3, maybe 4 car lengths over Hamlin. Alex Bowman will give way to the bottom of the racetrack and be overhauled now by Reddick.
Bowman runs low out of turn number 2. Reddick goes by, so does Denny Hamlin to the outside. Now Reddick steps to the left.
Couple laps to go.
Dillon and makes the pass in turn 3.
Now off turn number 4, here they come yet again to the line. 3 laps to go this time by. They're going to clear the lap traffic. It's a 2-horse race at Kansas Speedway headed to turn 1.
Wide open racetrack for the leaders. If Denny Hamlin's got anything left, he's going to have to show it now, and he does. He closes in to less than a car length behind the leader, Tyler Reddick.
The lead continues to fluctuate for Tyler Reddick. 1 lap, it's 4 car lengths. Then Denny Hamlin will chop it down to a car length. This time in turn 3, the top 2 separated by 2 car lengths running up against the wall, and Reddick's in the fence in the middle of the corner.
Tyler Reddick makes contact with the outside wall. Denny Hamlin, bottom of the racetrack, will reclaim the lead. 2 laps to go. Does Reddick have anything left for Denny Hamlin trying to reclaim that top spot?
It says caution.
Now trying to regroup and get back on the attack. Denny Hamlin away by 3 car lengths. Reddick is sideways. That car may be coming out from under him on the back straight.
What a costly mistake for Tyler Reddick the last time through turns 3 and 4. Denny Hamlin now reassumes the lead, and there's trouble in front of the race leaders. Around goes Cody Ware, spinning down to the bottom of the racetrack, right in the traffic and the line of the leaders as they exit 4.
Caution is on the speedway, coming to the white flag. We are going to NASCAR overtime after
Holy
Tyler
shit.
Reddick made contact with the outside wall.
Cody Ware, you fucked it up for Hamlin.
The caution flag will fly, and it is nail-biting time here at the Kansas Speedway. Denny Hamlin leads Tyler Reddick, Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, and Bubba Wallace. Hang on, everybody. We are far from over here in the AdventHealth 400.
Wow.
Hey, guys. Corley Joy here. Make sure you catch
Wow,
on
Chad.
all the NASCAR platforms.
They're going to rack them up for NASCAR overtime, chat. Reddick breathing heavily inside that Toyota. Gibbs looking angry. His team owner. Both cars side by side on the track here for some reason. Crazy chat. Yeah, NASCAR overtime. Green, white checkers. So what basically happens, Obe, is they take the green, and if the race leader takes the white flag for one lap to go, the next flag would end it. What do you do, Chad? Do you pit or don't you? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Who takes 2 tires? Who takes 4 tires?
I don't think two's a call, but I think it's a
And if
call.
you come
that will
in,
be
how many
made
tires
in
do you
the
put on?
mid to back of the field to try to cycle themselves forward. We saw last year's championship race at Phoenix. We saw Brad Keselowski stay out and almost win that thing.
Third caution of the race.
Let's see who does what.
Only 16 cars are currently on the lead lap. Austin Dillon will get the free
Did
pass.
NASCAR
but
pay
he will not
Cody
be able
Ware to
pit
spin
with
that
the rest
bad
of the lead
boy?
lap cars by rule the first time by. He'll have to pit the second time.
You got to
by.
pit,
So
yeah.
Only 16 cars have the opportunity this time, Todd.
I think 4 tires is what you need. It's such old, but I think that somebody will try it.
Have money on Hamlin?
Keselowski from 6 would be the guy. Here they come, peeling off.
Here we go. Denny Hamlin and Tyler Reddick, the first to commit to the pit lane. Everybody else looks to be committing on the lead lap. And these pit stops will take place at lap 267. Jason Toy.
Christopher Bell's going to be the first to hit his mark. You talked about.
All right, important race off pit road here.
Also, Chase Elliott is in. It's going to be a 2-tire stop for the folks towards the back, including Brad Keselowski. 2 tires only, Steve Post.
Denny Hamlin, right side tires going on his car. Tyler Reddick, right side tires going on his car. Right side only for Denny Hamlin. Right side only for Hamlin. Right side only for Reddick. Kyle Larson goes out third on this pit sequence.
At bottom of the 6th, 4-3, Dodgers.
Call for 2 tires for Denny Hamlin. Has him off pit road first.
There we go. Top 10 look like
So
Todd,
2
they
tires
did
for
right
everybody.
side Goodyear Eagles only.
2
We'll
tires
reset
for the
things
top
and
10.
Explain NASCAR overtime. That's what we're going to from Kansas Speedway. This is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
All right, quick commercial. I'll get you back to that audio. Quick commercial. New Wave fan. They are pitting. Yep. Everybody put on 2. Everybody put on 2, chat. In the last chapter now, Bangles with the Eternal Flame album. Hardnose still hitting up them slot machines. We got 250 in the house. That's our high for today, I believe. 7,000 views. Hasn't been a particularly great day for subscribers, but we did bust 33-1. It's 33,110. Bobby dropped that 10 bomb to get us back over 900 on the Vihomie front. 45 used his reservoir. Lucky he got a yellow. His reservoir fuel? I would have stayed out, says Davis. All right, let's get back to it, y'all. Let me get back to it.
Here at Kansas Speedway. We're headed to overtime. We'll explain that in a moment. First, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification.
Freaking MRN,
on the
y'all.
Motor Racing Network.
1001, 1002, 1003.
Motor Racing Network is live at Kansas Speedway with the NASCAR Cup Series. Big thanks to our premier partners, Busch Light, Coca-Cola, Freeway Insurance, and Xfinity, as we are going to NASCAR overtime for the AdventHealth 400. My name's Alex Hayden. Mike Bagley is to my right. To my left is Todd Gordon. We're in the broadcast booth high atop the start-finish line. In turns 1 and 2 is Dave Moody. Turns 3 and 4, Tim Cattle-Famo. On the pit lane, we've got Steve Post and Jason Toy.
Well, here we go, folks. Everybody's been on pit road. Looks like the top 9 cars have taken 2 tires. We're going to have a 2-lap shootout to finish the AdventHealth 400. In case you're just joining us, we have just had our first caution for a spin. Cody Ware got tangled up coming out of turn number 4. The leaders were coming to the white flag. That was after Tyler Reddick got in the outside wall and Denny reclaimed the lead. So when they take
it looks like they're going to line up Hamlin, Reddick, Larson, Bell.
It's a green-white checker. Once that green flag comes out,
another bad pit stop for Hocevar, drops all the way to 16th.
Then the next flag in the race, whether it be yellow or checkered. However, on that green flag lap, if the caution flag were to fly, we'll go back under the caution and we will repeat the process again. The key is once the white flag comes out, the next flag will end the race, whether it be yellow or checkered. That is what is in front of us right now.
The cars that made the pit stop from the lead lap are in the middle of the field at the moment because there is a host of race cars that are going to take what's called the wave around, and that's a procedure you can do on the caution flags. Pace car will pull over like it's doing on the backstretch right now and wave those cars by that choose to go by to get
the top 10. The entire top 10 only took right side twos.
Into the tail end of the field. The caveat is,
come on, Carson, this is Gator, McCluskey.
They cannot come to pit lane and put on fresh tires.
Yes,
almost 300 up in here, up in here.
Going off of pit road, the top 10 cars off pit road are all on 2 tires. The last of those being the 17 of Chris Buescher. The first car on 4 tires, Chase Briscoe, 11 he'll choose from.
Those wave around cars are taking their place at the back of the field right now. The field is in turns 3 and 4. When they come to the start-finish line, they will get the 1-to-go signal and they will choose the lane in which to restart in. The freeway insurance choose will take place, and this is going to be interesting because we've seen all lanes work today, but depending on the driver and the situation of their car, we've seen some react better on the inside. We've seen guys rip the fence and go 3 wide around the outside. It is time to perhaps, Dave Moody, put a display of intestinal fortitude that has not been displayed yet today.
Oh, boy, you think so? Yeah, grab a hold of your giblets because this one's going to be really exciting.
Let's
and I'm going to tell you right now, there's going to be a couple of
squish
guys.
it, baby demon. This is Carmen.
Bell is a candidate. I think Bubba Wallace is a candidate. Somebody's going to take it 3 deep.
He's way back there in row 8, Carmen.
Rip the fence and come out of this thing with the lead.
So they're choosing what lane to restart in, and it looks like the driver that chooses the bottom of the racetrack will be Denny Hamlin. Tyler Reddick will choose the outside of the front row. Row 2 will be Kyle Larson and Christopher Bell. Then they begin to stack up in row 3. That's Brad Keselowski and Bubba Wallace. In row number 3, the first car on 4 fresh good is going to be on the inside of row number 5.
All right, they're through 6 in Colorado. Dodgers 4, Rockies 3.
Left side tires, Todd. They're going to drift up the racetrack just a bit in the corner because they're not going to have the grip at the bottom. Should leave the bottom wide open.
It may leave it open. We'll see whether Chase Briscoe can take advantage of that and whether he can wrap the paint down there in 1 and 2. I know when he gets to 3 and 4,
rock
he needs
and
to
roll.
make better hay than waiting to
put
3 and 4.
another dime in the jukebox, baby.
Speedway. The fans rise to their feet. We are waiting for the pace car to go to pit road. When they come to the line, it's going to be the 2-lap shootout. Green flag will fly, and we'll see if everybody's able to make it back around to the white flag. Here we go, getting ready to settle it this afternoon in Kansas.
They can't get on the gas until the Poet restart zone. They're there now. Hamlin on the inside lane, gets the jump, gets a half car length in front of Tyler Reddick. They begin to stack up. Bumper cars all over the place. Here's Larson below the white line.
Larson goes to the bottom, and they're looking 4 wide now. Around the outside is
Larson.
Christopher Bell. In the middle, Hamlin and Reddick. It's Larson to the lead.
And somehow Christopher Bell moves his way to second. He almost spins coming off of the corner as Hamlin goes all the way down to the
something wrong with Bell. He's a wiggling.
The leader in 3.
Larson, though, checking out.
Larson is around. He'll take the lead. Brabell spins to the inside of turn 4. He's trying to keep the car under control.
Larson leads that lap. Next flag ends it.
Against the race.
Kyle Larson by a car length, but here
comes Reddick.
Tyler Reddick jumps to the bottom of the racetrack. He's got Chase Briscoe and Denny Hamlin in tow. They're
Here comes Reddick.
to the lead.
Side by side for the final time down the back straightaway. Larson
They rub.
and Reddick neck and neck into the corner. Reddick drives
Reddick to the inside.
Reddick with the lead slides up the racetrack. Larson with a crossover. The 4 fresh tires in third is Chase Briscoe. Checkered flag is in the air. Tyler Reddick wins the AdventHealth 400 at Kansas Speedway. Reddick on a
that shit's crazy.
Kyle Larson will finish second. Chase Briscoe comes home third. Denny Hamlin is fourth, and Bubba Wallace rounds out the top 5.
Reddick, man. Kansas winner.
Scott, crew chief on this.
Holy crap.
Yeah, no doubt. Just your emotions right now, and they never give up for your driver in this race team, Billy.
Man, that is, yeah, you said it well. Yeah, never give up, and that's incredible.
Holy crap.
Take everything that happened his last couple laps before the yellow and then after and make that happen. He is, he's unbelievable.
Unbelievable, and this team is unbelievable. That's Billy Scott, the winning crew chief again here. For
That is
Tyler
insane,
Reddick. And,
y'all.
The jubilation at the start of that, I don't know if you heard it or not, and if you did, we apologize for the language. There's a lot of happy people down here.
I'm just going to stay here. I'm not going to do any adjusting or nothing.
For the 5th time in 2026,
5 wins. 5 wins for Reddick.
In 23-11 to victory lane, we will hear from Tyler Reddick as the AdventHealth 400 is over, and it's Tyler Reddick claiming the checkered flag.
Like I said, 5 wins.
Thrills of over 50
Crazy,
years of
y'all.
NASCAR racing with the Motor Racing
Crazy.
Network's.
Yeah, not a big post-race deal here, y'all, but Tyler Reddick about to burn him down, y'all. About to burn him down on the front stretch. Michael Jordan, another victory, him and Hamlin as team owners. Look at Jordan just smiling from ear to ear. Shelby Minnick, wow. Hard Nose wins the 150,000 points. Toyota gets another victory. Reddick stands on the hood there, waiting for his team to arrive as he gets his gloves off, tries to get his helmet and Hans device off, jumps into their arms. Crazy, y'all. Supply House, I think this is their first time on that car, and it ends up in victory lane. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Michael Jordan is beaming like a new father. Yeah, he is. D-Rock says, sorry for the spoiler. I didn't see it, so. Anywho, 7,400 views. We got to like 250 in the chat at one point. I'll be back next week for Talladega next Sunday. My Dodger streams will return tomorrow. Tomorrow, game 4 of that series. They're in the top of the 7th right now. Dodgers with a 4-3 lead. That was effing insane, says Jalapeno. Was that nuts or what? 4th driver to win first 5 of 9 races, joining Petty, Yarborough, and Earnhardt. Hey, Kamikochi, everybody that joined today, I appreciate you. Thanks for viewing. Bobby, thank you for dropping the memberships. I'm gonna hang up these hummingbird feeders, and I'm gonna go take a nap. Then I'm gonna go take me a little nap. But we'll see you tomorrow for more Dodger baseball here on Valhalla Sports Talk. Everybody have a great rest of your Sunday. Have a great week, and hope to see you in the streams. I want to say good day, Gracie. Thank you to the Berserkers and the V homies. And yeah, we did get over that 33-1 number as well. So that's pretty cool, pretty cool. But your top your finishing order there: Reddick, Larson, Briscoe, Hamlin, Wallace, Keselowski, Byron, Elliott, Gibbs, followed by Busher, Priest, Cindric, Kosovar, Herbst, Heim, Dillon, Gilland, Bowman, Suarez, Bell, Stenhouse, Nemechek, Jones, Blaney, Custer, and Chastain, Barry, Gregson, Zilich, Logano, Allmendinger, Zane Smith, Ty Dillon, Michael McDowell, Kyle Busch, Shane SVG, and Cody Ware. They're interviewing Jordan. I appreciate y'all. Everybody have a great rest of your day. For now, Valhalla Sports Talk is off the air. Where's my Lambo or my race car?
Engine screaming in the Carolina heat, dust and rubber burning on the concrete street. Turn it up loud for the talk of the track. Valhalla's on the mic and he's never looking back. Green flag drops and the thunder begins. Welcome to the show where the family wins. Valhalla leads the charge with the headset on, streaming live from the dusk till the early dawn. Beside him is the boss, the CO in command. His wife keeps it steady, the best in the land. And don't forget the General Thor's on the beat. Four-legged legend making the circle complete. We're talking gear, HEOs in the draft and the turn, watching every single gallon of the high-octane burn. Valhalla Sports Talk, yeah, we're riding the wall. Berserkers in the front, we're standing tall. We homies represent, let the engines roar. We're kicking down the gates and we're breaking the door. From the infield party to the checkered flag, got the winner circle spirit in the victory bag. Valhalla Sports Talk. Smell the charcoal and grease. In the sea of speed we find our own peace. Got a cold beer dripping in the summer sun. The party's just started and it's never done. Beautiful women waving flags in the stands, while the homies cheer with the drinks in their hands. Berserkers going wild, yeah, they're bringing the noise. Playing with the fastest of the big track toys. Fried chicken, barbecue, and the smell of the tire. Valhalla's got the channel setting spirits on fire. White flag waving, one lap to go. Heartbeat racing, put on a show. Rubbing is racing, paint on the floor. Push it to the limit, give me some more. Valhalla Sports Talk, yeah, we're riding the wall. Berserkers in the front, we're standing tall. The homies represent, let the engines roar. We're kicking down the gates and we're breaking the door. From the infield party to the checkered flag, got the winner circle spirit in the victory. Valhalla Sports Talk. He's diving to the inside, clearing the pack, leaving all the rivals on the back of the track. Across the start finish, hear the crowd go insane. Valhalla's name etched in the hall of the flame. Burnouts in the grass, hey. Smoke filling the air, hey. Another NASCAR win, hey. Nothing else can compare. Victory is ours. The sun is beating down on the asphalt plains. 40,000 horses pulling on the reins. I can feel the rumble in the hollow of my chest. Today we put the metal and the spirit to the test. Mechanics in the pit with the grease on their hands. A sea of colors rising in the crowded stands. The green flag drops and the world goes blurred. The loudest thunder that you ever have heard. It's a high-speed chase for a crown of gold. Stories of the legends that'll get to be told. Banked on the edge where the rubber meets the bone. Fighting for the lead and the glory alone. Left turn, living at 200 per hour. Chasing down the dream and the engine power. Chasing down the dream and the engine power. meets the bone, fighting for the lead and the glory alone. Left turn, living at 200 per hour, chasing down the dream and the engine power. Burn the tires down till the smoke fills the sky. Underneath the lights, where the champions fly. Yeah, we're rolling home. Yeah, we're rolling home. Thunder at the turn. Engine screaming in the Carolinas. The sun is beating